I don't mean to put it on your nose, but it's clear how my baby's running this the block cause she fear what you do to you if you get dirty hands and veneer. What you do, what she is, little boy, I tell you this. If baby won't sit, she can sit. If baby says lit, it's lit. Got your bank account and I cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. If baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and I cute. She can make it count, how about you? She would put you in the bag, wouldn't even need a planet. If she wanted, she a magnet. They should let her name a planet. Everything she drop like Corona, viral, make the world start over like I own her. She ain't about to set, but they really wanna throne her. Listen, she like bass, she like Hover. Self-employed, moving paper better than some Billy Boy. Made a choice on the regular, she bring.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mandrell, Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu. I'm your host, Mandrell. This is my beautiful co-host and younger sister, Shushu.
Ah, thank you. What's going on?
What's going on? What's up? What up with it? What you up to?
Not much. Chilling, you know. Living this New York City life, I guess. What you up to?
Not much. Waiting on people to roll in, you know. But anyway, who's in the chat? Speak to us. It's going to scam like this here. Got 4 people watching so far.
Dust. What's going on?
Dust.
Why?
Right. Why? Yeah, my name is Rosa. Yeah, and I'm supposed to. Yeah.
No. We're not doing that.
My name is Rosa. They say I'm supposed to sit in the back, but I'm tired here, so I'm finna sit right closer. Come get me up then. It's gonna take about 3, 4, 5 men. And I ain't finna repeat myself again. Fight me. Somebody get her. My name is Eve. I didn't believe. I trusted Satan, ate that apple, he deceived. And yeah, I'm naked. I thought I was awakened. I'm the first to do it. Y'all my daughters, we related. Trick on Big Harry. Don't call me slave hoe. The hell? From the underground, dirt road, bustin' down mouth of dope. When I say run, you better go. In the dark, that Glocky glow.
Oh, you know what? I wish I would have made the panel the other day. Talk to say. That would have been perfect. My name is Harry. Don't call me slave hoe. I'm sorry. Okay.
Why?
Yep.
Oh,
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Crack me up every time.
How does that get funny to you every time? For me, it gets worse.
I'm sorry. Lord Jesus.
It's worse every time.
Well, you know, however we got to get it to the youngins, you know what I'm saying? You know, get them to learn their Black history. The hell? Okay.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
You're in a good mood today.
I am.
You are. You seem like it.
Yeah. I got me a nice nap. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm good.
Did you?
How you doing? You good? You good? So, yeah, for tonight's topic, let's get into the topic. What is it? The story of the alpha and the old beta. Fucking fruity. What up,
I don't think it's a story of the alpha. It's about all of them. All the sociotypes.
Okay.
Well, the ones that we talk about most. Some of them are just sad. Other ones are crazy.
Crazy, yeah. And we also get into the fact that women have the same sociotypes as well. Contrary to YouTube talking points, there is a such thing as an alpha female.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you have a definition for this?
Sure.
I'd love to hear it because according to YouTube, there's no such thing as this.
Of course.
There's no such thing as an alpha female. What is it? Tell us what it is.
So, I mean, simply put, these are just like personality traits. So an alpha female, like it's just talking about the qualities that she has. She's confident, she's self-assured, she's powerful, she is a leader. She's assertive, she can be aggressive, like especially she's a go-getter. Typically, alpha females, quote unquote, those are your attorneys, those are your judges, those are your women in positions of power. And, they have to have those qualities in order to be in positions of power. Those are your women who sit in the boardrooms and the women CEOs. They have to have those qualities to be who they are. And I think a lot of times we associate those kind of personality, those qualities, those traits with men. But they're just personality traits. So women can have them also. So the idea that there's no such thing as an alpha female, yeah, there is.
Give us some examples of some.
What?
Alpha female.
I can tell you. Okay, so I did a quick Google search. What's this? So according to was it okay, the title of this was 6 female personalities: alpha versus beta versus gamma versus omega. So according to my research, the alpha female, she's confident, just as in the case of with the male counterpart. The alpha female will be a leader in her group and will exhibit a high amount of confidence, from the way she walks to the way she conducts herself in meetings. The alpha female is someone who knows her value and is proud of who she is. With this heightened sense of confidence, the alpha female stands out to men and women alike, and is someone who is sure of her actions and emotions. Even if she faces uncertain tasks or a tricky situation, she will be confident that she can get through it. So yeah. The alpha females are the ones, I guess, in the YouTube world will be associated with being masculine, so to speak. But then again, too, at the same token, I have seen alpha females who they know their femininity and they know how to use it. And when I say they know how to use it, they know how to use it to get what they want.
Example.
Prime example. And I hate to say it, but many women who get to high positions of power, 9 times out of 10, they didn't slept with somebody. I mean, not saying every single one of them have, but the vast majority of them do, and the vast majority of them have. What's her name? She was the former CEO of BET. And I just went to, because she just released a memoir about her career, and she was talking about how she slept with Bob Johnson for years, and it started out as an affair, and that's how she ended up, because of her relationship. Well, I'm not gonna say it was all because of her relationship, because she was very smart. She started as a lawyer, and she worked hard or whatever. But
who are we talking about?
What's her freaking name?
What did she do?
Hold on.
You talking about Kamala Harris?
Deborah Lee, the former BET CEO. She was the former CEO of BET. She just released a memoir about, her career and stuff like that. And she started out as an attorney, and she actually started working with BET because Bob Johnson, who was the owner of BET, he when BET first started, they needed an attorney, and the law firm she worked for, BET was their client, and she was the attorney that was like handling like some of their affairs. And then she got hired on to work exclusively for BET as their what's called to be like, they're in their legal department or whatever. So, and she kind of worked her way up through, to the different departments through there. But she admits in her book, and even because it was a talk back I went to, matter of fact, last week that she had, because she was talking about the book and like, some of the stuff that she put in there. And she was talking about she had a long standing relationship with Bob Johnson, and it started out as an affair because they were both married at the time when he first started messing around. But long story short, back to my point. My point was this: most alpha females, they know the power of their femininity, so to speak, and they know how to use it. Who else? You say what you want. Judge Joe Brown calling out Kamala Harris, but hell, she got where she was trying to go. You know what I mean? Say what you want. So, hey, they can have some masculine traits, but they damn sure know how to work their femininity too. And why are you so quiet? What the hell got your attention so bad? Hello, we having a conversation.
Yes, we are. I'm paying attention to it.
Hello.
And I'm paying attention to the conversation.
No, you're not. Right.
See, I'm trying to avoid that. But
my name is Hair. Don't call me Spade. Hold the hell.
All right.
That's right. So hello, come on, let's have a conversation. We talking.
We are. I'm listening to you.
No, I'm talking, and you in the chat. You on somebody else's page,
I'm
website,
not in the chat.
whatever.
I'm not on someone else's page.
You are not here.
Yes, I am.
Why?
Why?
Right.
Why do you think that?
Right, because you're not.
Get out of here! Just
Okay, if you say so. But anyway,
Mandrell,
here's the definition.
What's going on? What's going on? Talk to me. What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing.
Just
Nothing.
me. What's happening?
Really? And God only knows how many people who are going to see this later and watching now. So that's it. Just us, me and all of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell you this. I wouldn't tell you that online. But yeah, I'm fine. Fine. Now, since you defined an alpha female, here's the definition of alpha male. I mean, they're confident. Yeah, alpha males has the ability to enter into a wide array of situations, and no matter how adverse the circumstances are, they have the confidence. They have the confidence that they're gonna come out okay on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, confidence is not a natural human tendency. Even in alpha males, alpha males have to develop it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're known for being at the top of the pack.
Right.
They're known for this. You know what I'm saying? They're outgoing. This means that, he can interact with just about anyone. They're not intimidated by approaching a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? He is approaching people, they're unshaken by that. He's a leader. Many successful people in the world, Fortune 500 companies or just small business owners are known as being alpha males because, they're eager to lead. They're eager to get people on their side to help them with something or follow them. They're eager for these things, and they make such good leaders because they're naturally inspiring to other people, and others are willing to follow them.
Right.
That's what makes alpha males alpha. They're very confident. They're outgoing. They're unshaken by approaching people.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not timid. You know what I'm saying? They're not, or if they are, they don't let you know it. They don't show it. Because alphas get nervous by approaching people sometimes too.
Right.
It's not like that. So, What do you think? Some examples of alpha males. It could be in the public. It could be on YouTube. Whoever. Who's an alpha male that you know or new? Could be somebody alive, dead. What say you?
It's funny. I had a conversation with somebody who was talking about that. Derrick Jackson is an alpha male.
No, he's not.
A lot of guys don't want to say it. Don't want to.
He's not.
I mean, after the points that this person made, like, I mean, I gotta agree with him. He is, because he's confident.
He's a fake alpha.
Listen, he may not. He may lack. Listen. Alpha males don't always. It don't mean you possess, like, you know, great character, like, well, I say great character traits. Like, yeah, everybody got, you know, a few character traits that's a little off. Yeah, he has an ethics issue. He has an issue with ethics. You know what I'm saying? He got an issue with his moral code. But at the same time, like, you know, he carries himself with confidence. He commands authority. Like, when he walks into a room, women listen to him, and men hate on him because they wish that they had all the qualities that he has. He's got a banging body. He is incredibly attractive. Women flock to him. He has the pick of the litter when it comes to women. He can sleep with any and every woman that he so desires. And most men, let's just be real, wish they had that. He has charisma. He is intelligent. He speaks with confidence. You see what I'm saying? Like, so.
Even though it's fake?
Listen, I ain't say he. Listen, yeah, he got a couple more moral issues. But, I mean, you know, bitch nigga Jackson. But, I mean, a lot of people got you know, ethics issues. So, you know, it still don't make him not an alpha, because he got a couple of jacked up morals. It's plenty alpha men that got jacked up morals.
That's true. There's plenty of alphas that have jacked up morals. But I guarantee you, with Derrick Jackson, how much you want to bet if a Sigma walks into the room, he runs for the hills? Because fake alphas run away from Sigmas. They steer all the way clear from Sigmas.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't know. I that's one of those situations I would have to see it. Because no. And the reason why with him in particular, and I'm gonna tell you why, I'm not taking it before I'm gonna tell you why I say it, and I would have to see it to believe it. Because even after all that backlash he got, even after he got exposed, he is still dropping videos and content, and like he ain't did like his affair and all of that never happened, like it never dropped. Like he's not running from the ridicule, he's not running from the shame, he ain't running from none of that. He's still out here putting up content, still out here trying to do speaking engagements and stuff like that. And to me, I don't understand the following that he still has, but he still has a pretty decent following after all of that. So,
does he really?
Yes, he still got over 700-something thousand followers, like on YouTube. Like,
anyway,
bro.
All right, fair enough. Let's move on from that. That's ridiculous.
The hell is wrong with you?
We're probably going to be dropping the link a little earlier tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a lot to be, to be talked about here. But and when we get to a couple of them, there's a lot to say. Like alphas, there's not much to say. They're outgoing. They're confident. They're willing to compete. They're eager to compete. They're eager to lead. They're eager to get people to follow them. Right? Okay. So those are alphas. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to
what is a beta male?
Yeah, we're getting right to that.
Why everybody is so afraid of being a beta male?
Well, how about this? Let's get to it. Don't jump ahead. We're getting there. You got beta female? You got a definition for that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the beta male first. Since you went first last time, I'll go first this time. All right, a beta male. He's friendly. with a lot. Now, there's a lot of negativity surrounding the beta male, but to be honest, with all that negativity surrounding the beta male title, there's honestly nothing to be embarrassed about there. There's no shame.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to acknowledge that. There's no shame in being a beta male, okay? But it's a very common personality type. It's probably the most common. Probably. Yeah, I think so. When I think about, no, there's another one that's running neck and neck. We'll get to him. He's an interesting fella.
Yeah.
All right. And you see a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the beta male is a man who he's not a pushover or someone to look down on, but rather someone who is friendly and respects others, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's towards men or women, the beta male wants to be friendly and kind to everyone and hopes that he'll gain the approval and admiration of others.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's reserved, he's loyal, and the loyalty is probably the biggest strength of a beta.
Right.
You know, the beta, you know, he's loyal to the people that he respects and likes. You know what I mean? And you can count on them. You can count on betas to be there for you and stuff like that, you know? So that's probably beta male. And the reason why they call guys beta as a negative thing is because, you know, you have guys out there who pander to whomever, you know what I'm saying? In this case, women. Now, if you're pandering to women, you're not being honest. You're just not being honest. You still might be a beta, but you're not being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Y'all petty.
Would that be she on luck? I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if we on luck is pandering though. I think he's dead serious. I think he is a beta male. I think he is a beta male though. I think he honestly wants to see the best in people. You know what I'm saying? I think he really thinks positively first, but in the way that works to his detriment, he never even glances at what negative things could possibly come out of taking certain avenues, and he doesn't think positively enough to explore outside of his comfort zone. He kind of keeps himself straight in the middle on one track, beta, and there he stays. It's really fascinating to watch, to see somebody like pigeonhole themselves into one area, one lane. It's crazy. But yeah, I think it comes off as pandering, because a woman could do something wrong, but then he's like, that's all right. It's okay. You're lovely anyway. Who cares if you slept with 3,000 men? It's okay. You can do that. It's your body. You can do whatever you want with it. God gave you that body. You can do it if you want. Now, I don't agree with what you did, but, you know, it's okay. Nothing wrong with it, but you don't agree with it. Which is it, we unlock? You see, that's toxic. I just asked you a question.
Listen.
I just asked you a question.
He's showing compassion, okay?
That's not compassion.
That is.
That's not. That is. Thank you, Black David. That is that is pandering. So it's not a good thing to pander, because you're not being honest with people when you pander. Okay. Right. So that's the beta. They look for validation from others. They look for respect and admiration from others. They want these things, and then they do what they can to get it. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that inherently a negative thing? No, but it can work to their detriment. It's not. Chances are it's not going to work in their favor, because of the way society views it and the way women see it. You know what I'm saying? How about you? Who are some beta females?
Well, according to the definition, a beta female is pretty much is everything these men yell in these YouTube streets. Oh, she's submissive, she's feminine, she's soft, she's friendly, she's this, she's that. So By definition, according to the website, it says beta female, she is unreactive. The beta female, the beta female and beta male personality are the ones that often get most looked down upon by other personalities. With the submissive and often overly kind nature of the personality being prominent among beta personalities, they are naturally unreactive to others. The primary reason that a beta female will be unreactive is so she could avoid conflict. When asked to share an opinion or when facing a potential argument, the beta female would rather not react to the situation and just stay quiet. She is anxious, with the beta female being someone who is not open to being forward with what she wants. She can very easily become anxious. She is unable to get everything she wants out of life. Whether it is with friends or a potential partner, the beta female has high anxiety about fitting in. The anxiety is often a self-fulfilling prophecy. The many internal thoughts of not being good enough causes her to make herself more anxious by being afraid to take charge because of fear of not fitting in. She is friendly, with the previous traits painting the beta female in a negative light. She would need to understand that at her core, her insecurities often stem from her being overly friendly. The beta female is often regarded as one of the friendliest personalities as she tries to get acceptance through kindness. Being friendly is what helps the beta female to form relationships and get connections in the first place. However, being too friendly is often what also ends up hurting the beta female in relationships. Many people use the friendliness of beta females for their own personal gain. And the last point is she is eager to help. In their desires for acceptance, the beta female is far more likely than others to give help to whoever asks, whether helping a friend move or volunteering for a cause in which they actually have little interest. The beta female will always want to help others to gain their friendship and respect. The many traits that appear to make the beta female appear weak are traits for which they should be respected. A beta female is going to be a great friend to others as she wants others to be happy. These personalities are always looking to find their place among friends.
Okay. Sounds a lot like a beta male where they look for validation and look to be liked through kindness. You know what I'm saying? And people take their kindness for weakness.
Of course.
Jasmine and Lauren, we have wait, do we have the clip?
Oh Lord.
We have a clip. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a clip of a beta female in action, I'm told. And
Lord.
Brace yourselves. The images can be gruesome.
Excuse me. Let me in here. Excuse me. Baby, I have a question for you. Is there anything I can do for you today to make your day easier?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
You can pick up the keys from school.
I can do that.
Okay, dope.
Anything else?
I'm hungry.
You hungry? Yeah. Okay, give me some sugar. What you want to eat?
I don't care.
Okay.
Gruesome. Just horrifying.
Now that right there.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
Gruesome. Just horrifying.
Ain't it though?
Yes. The violence of it.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna do this for Sir Hill because I just looked at the chat. Sir Hill in the chat. Ladies, never surrender, okay?
Thank you for that. Unfortunately, my sister, ladies and gentlemen,
Why?
has some other business to take care of. And I agree with Pastor.
Never give in, never surrender.
No, yeah. Okay. I don't.
Beta! Are you the Beta? Beta!
Oh, my dad.
Oh, poor daddy feeling hurt.
Poor.
Beta!
I don't know who's working that camera, but y'all are off tonight. Thank you. Leave it right there.
Beta.
This is the way the camera. I'm on this side, and she's on that side.
Beta
Thank
Bell.
You talking about Jesse Lee Peterson?
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta love Jesse Lee.
That is hilarious. Beta.
You gotta love Jesse Lee. Listen.
Lord.
Okay. I'm gonna go next with because later I'm gonna ask you what kind of sociotype would you what type category would you put me under? We're gonna reveal that to the whole world. Where would you put me?
Beta.
No, you would not.
Male. Let me quit.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. The gamma male. Okay, he is adventurous. He seems to have a little bit of every other type of man combined into his personality, with no specific one of these personalities being dominant over the other. One of the main reasons for this is that the gamma male is one who is adventurous in life and creates his own path away from the opinions of others. Where the alpha acts in a way that pleases others, the gamma would do whatever he wants to feel fulfilled in his life, in his own life. He'll do whatever he'll do whatever he can to feel fulfilled in his own life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas alphas are out looking for ways to get people to follow them. Right. Yeah. So alphas are needy. You know what I'm saying? They're needy. They're eager. They come here. Whereas a gamma would be like, he'll understand. I'll get to that part too. Yeah. Gammas usually have a wide array of skills and interests, leading to them enjoying and exploring life and learning and doing as they please. Right. You know, he is eager. The gamma is likely to be a person who is eager to get many things in life on the side of experience. Okay, so that means enjoying what the world has to offer. He is likely to want to try new things and would be eager to learn new skills. He is also eager to gain the affection of others. Okay, a gamma personality is one that can be independent from others, but still eager to get the respect and admiration from others around them. Okay. So next is, it is commonly thought that those who possess the characteristics of an alpha can turn into a gamma male when they become more aware and conscious. The awareness of a gamma male is what allows him to be well-liked and independent at the same time. He's self-aware. You know what I'm saying? And he's what makes it, that's one of his strong suits, the gamma. He's aware. He's aware of himself. This is one of those people when they say, you have to get to know yourself, Gammas know themselves. That's a man who knows himself. And he's aware of how his actions not only affect himself, how his actions affect other people. He can put himself in other people's shoes so he can understand where they're coming from. And the gamma, even the gamma doesn't understand that, he tries to understand. Right. Okay. He is empathetic. The empathy experienced by a gamma male allows him to understand what others are going through so that he can act as a sort of support system for others. Overall, the gamma male is the most level-headed male personality type because alphas turn into gammas when they become more aware of themselves. Once they become more conscious of how their actions affect other people, they become more empathetic. You know what I'm saying?
I guess when they mature.
Right. When an alpha matures, they can turn into a gamma. Doesn't mean they will, because alphas are selfish. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, what do you think? You think there is any gamma females out there like that?
Yeah. I mean, well, the gamma female is a little bit different. She's defined a little differently. Okay. It says that she's independent. She's organized. She is driven. She is confident. Yeah. So just briefly, I'm going to say, okay, the gamma female has a personality that revolves around the individual in that she always makes sure her needs are met to be happy. Her natural independence is what allows her to be just as comfortable with friends as she is in her own private, quiet place. Similar to alpha female, the gamma personality is aware of her own value and doesn't need to prove anything to anyone else. to feel comfortable. She makes sure that she is in a good place before pursuing friendships or relationships so she can commit her all.
It sounds a lot like the gamma male.
Right. I was gonna say that it sounds similar. Sounds very similar.
Yeah, it just you probably left some notes out that I did that you probably put some notes in that I didn't.
Right.
But yeah, that's sounds a lot alike. But you know, the gamma male, he tries different stuff. He likes to go do different things. He likes to learn different things. You know what I'm saying? He's empathetic, compassionate.
Right.
You know, that's why they describe him as like kind of a mixture of every different type, all the different types, but with not one dominating the other. You know what I'm saying? Not one of the other personality types stick out more than the other. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, then what we have next. How about the omegas?
Okay.
Tell me what an omega female is.
Let me quit.
No, I hope not.
No.
I hope you don't have women out here barking like that.
No, don't make a female not like that. Okay. Actually, one of the qualities of the omega females is she's introverted. She's often overly sensitive. She's intelligent. And she's very romantic. The omega female possesses several personality traits that are very commonly seen in movie characters who appear shy and reserved, but who are also passionate and intelligent. The omega female, in most situations, would be seen as an introvert. Rather than going out and expand her social circle like an alpha female, the omega female would rather stay home on the couch to read or watch television. The omega female can be very reserved at first, but who then becomes more personal when befriended.
Okay, I heard that. What's up? I am the single one in here. DL Saint showed up. I ain't single. Hey, I am the single one. How you doing? DL Saint, Miss AKA Lady is pulled up.
Okay, yes.
And by the way, people, if you want to support the show, the Cash App and the PayPal is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you're feeling generous, magnanimous, go ahead and drop something there.
We take cash, check, credit, debit, WIC, EBT, Venmo, Google Pay.
Why?
Right. We don't take Bitcoin no more though, because crypto crashing. You know what I'm saying? When they get that straightened out, you know what I'm saying? They get all that regulated and all that figured out, then we'll start taking that. But for in the meantime, for this here platform, we take PayPal and Cash Out. So, you know,
right.
Super Chat helps us out today.
Super chats are also, you know, as always, available. Super chats, but we also have, just like, you know, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen here, scrolling like a tinker tape.
Right.
The Cash App and the PayPal is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Now, the omega male sounds a lot like the omega female. They're introverted, nerds, if you will. Okay. Right. Okay, omega males are the lowest on the social, the lowest in a social or group hierarchy. Okay. They only care for them. They mostly care for themselves.
Right.
They're driven. They have intense interest in a particular hobby, which consequently draws them. It consequently draws their time and energies away from the conversation, if you're in one, or away from the greater society. And it grabs whatever they're focused on. It pulls them away from the important things in life, like work or romantic relationships. You know, so say this person has a job, but they're working on creating an app. Right. Their attention is going to be primarily on making that app.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and they're introverted, the nerds, if you will.
Oh, so that's where the incels fall.
Wow. Okay. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it. My little sister said it. That's where the incels falls. They're omegas.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, those are the nerds, if you will. Those are the guys who will play video games instead of going out on a date.
Right.
Yeah.
There are many levels here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
The tabletop version, not a video game.
Okay.
I'm looking at myself on camera. I need to shave. Stubble is not the look for me.
Hey.
This is a week's worth of growth, by the way.
Congratulations.
A week.
Right.
And that's it. This is it. I'm like, that's it. A week, 7 whole days. That's it. That's all the facial growth.
Right.
Now you people see why I shave.
Right.
Now you people see why I shave. Okay.
Right.
This AKA lady, you're an AKA, so your money doesn't count. I'll take it, but
Hey,
I'm kidding. Shout out to the AKAs, Skiwi and all that. Give us some music or whatever the case may be. That was way too long. My God.
Why does that sound like the Baptist church version of a band?
I know.
I wanted to get up and start doing the holy dance and hey, footwork. Oh my God.
Okay. We got a cash app from Dre Blanco. Thank you, Dre Blanco.
Ah, that's what's
$30.
Thank you, Dre.
I guess give him some razzle dazzle too.
Razzle dazzle.
What else you gonna call it?
Hey.
And we got another cash app too, but I'm gonna get to that one once we segue to dropping the link. Okay, because we got just a little bit more to go to. We've got Deltas.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Am I right? Am I right?
Yep.
That's okay. That's the one I wanted you to join, but you had to be hard-headed. You had to be hard-headed. You had to go and go off and do whatever you want to do. Your big brother doesn't ask you for anything. I never ask you for anything ever.
Blame the chapter at Alabama State University. They ruined it. How about that?
Oh, they did
it? Yeah, because they act like they was the AKAs on the yard. Like, no, you're not. You're supposed to be the Deltas. You're supposed to be the cool ones, the down-to-earth ones. Anyway.
I was wondering why you never. I knew you weren't going to join AKA. That just didn't suit you, the personality types.
Mm-mm.
It just really didn't. I mean, it doesn't. Like, I mean, that's not you. But I figured you more for a Delta. But you telling me now that hey, they ruined that.
No.
Yeah, snooty uppity people think they're better than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Paper bag test, that whole thing.
Lord. But yeah. So
Deltas.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Delta. Did you go last? First? Did you? Oh yeah. You went first last time, so I go first this time. All right. Delta males are slow to trust new people.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have no thoughts on how to act as their own person. Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're resentful, whatever happens, they seem to hold a grudge. They resent people, and they're the type of people who blame others for their own problems. They don't understand that if there's a problem, you have to solve it. You know what I'm saying? They look for people to help them without realizing that if you're a man, no one's coming to help you.
Right.
No one's coming to help you. You know what I mean? You have to help yourself. And they're the people who know that they should work out, but instead they'll go to Hardee's or Carl's Jr. and get a big fat burger, sit right on the couch, play video games, and eat that joint.
Right.
And they're way overweight. You know what I'm saying? They say that betas are probably the most common, but I think deltas are giving them a run for the money. You know the dudes that y'all say, he ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys. The guys who don't, they're the pawns, the cogs in the wheel.
The Poogies and the Ray Rays?
Yeah, and they would like to have better things, but they're unwilling to do the work that it takes to go get them.
Right. It should just come to me. Why I got to do all that?
Yeah, it should just come to them. Why do I have to do all that? Why does it take all that? It shouldn't take all that. Well, the people who got it, they did it.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, it's nepotism. What? Nepotism. Are you trying to say nepotism? Are you trying to say nepotism? Yeah. Oh, okay. Nepotism. Got it.
You need to click.
Back on the show. Black David, it's Jesus. Wake up, Black David. Black David!
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Hey, yo!
Why?
Oh man! Whoa! Oh!
Black David, I'm so sorry.
No, we don't. I don't need to see it. No, not again. Please, man, don't do that.
Black David, it's Jesus. Wake up, Black David. Black David!
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Did you see the slobbing coming out of his mouth? Did you see that? He's slobbing out his mouth and everything. Did you see it?
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Yo, my stomach hurt. Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, let's tighten up, or at least try to. All right, we got one more person on type. But you first tell me about the Delta female.
Okay.
Like Miss AKA Lady said, lazy. Yeah, you can say that.
Well, the Delta female, she is shy. She's realistic. She is self-conscious. But she is communicative. So in a similar sense to the Omega female, the Delta female is a personality who is not going to love going to parties and would rather stay home. However, it is often the case that an alpha female turns into a Delta female after a past experience makes her less likely to put herself out there. When she is with new people that she has no connection with, it's likely that the Delta female will remain quiet and to herself. As she is fallen from grace with her alpha personality, she has decided to limit her social interactions to stay comfortable within her smaller circle of companions. Yeah. One other thing I wanted to read. She is realistic, something that helps the Delta female in several situations in her ability to be realistic. That this trait means that she is not dreaming about fantasy situations. She is only looking at practical opportunities in life. Her sense of patience also helps immensely with maintaining her realistic views. With likely past experiences that made her shy in the first place, the Delta female will have reservations about life that may come across as pessimistic. What other people view as pessimistic, the Delta female just views as realistic, as she may not have faith that the best things will happen in her life. So,
Yeah, it sounds like these sociotypes are kind of the same.
Right, yeah.
Because a lot of it applies to the Delta male too.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be easier just to give people like a vision of what kind of guy we're talking about with Delta males.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of more people out there, like I said, there's a lot of people who know they need to eat right and work out. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason.
Right.
And I get it. It's hard to get motivated and everything, but these guys aren't self-motivated or nothing. Like even the Omega males are self-motivated.
Right.
They're self-motivated.
I would say this when it comes to, especially when it comes to women, and you talk about how they view themselves, like their appearance and stuff like that. Like if a woman, when the whole big ordeal, when it was this big thing about a woman being honest about where she ranks in her sexual market value, like if a woman were to say she's a 5 or less, people would look at her as having low self-esteem. Now, some women, do have low self-esteem, but if a woman is being honest with herself and she knows, hey, I'm not the pick of the litter, I'm not the cream of the crop, like, guys don't flock to me, when I'm out with my friends, or I know where I fall. I know where I rank, and I know what my SMV is. But most women in particular will look at that woman and say she has low self-esteem. So that's why a lot of women, rare is it that you would ever hear a woman say, I'm less than a 7. The lowest a woman would give herself out here is a 7. Because anything less than that, other women will tell her that, oh no, girl, you better than that. Da, 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 da. I would say a Delta female can be honest with herself and where she falls. But then again, most females really do know where they fall, but they don't want to be honest with themselves about it. But that's neither here nor there. What's our last personality?
Well, Delta males ain't doing it. Okay. They ain't doing that. It's not my fault. I'm ugly because my mama was ugly. My mama black. It's everybody's fault. My mama mommy didn't love me.
Right. Beta.
It's someone else's fault. You know what I mean? They're not realistic with themselves. These are guys who dad bods, but they think they fantasize about being Thor from the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm. And those are the same guys who had on Derek Jackson, because they think that they should be able to have access to the same kind of women and the same amount of women that Derek Jackson has or has access to, but they ain't got to put in the work Derek Jackson put in for his body. They are the same dudes who hate on the guys who go out here and they make a decent enough salary income, the kind of income that most women go for. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't put in the work to. So hey, whatever. So last but not least, I'm gonna run through this real quick. Sigma.
Yeah.
Sigma. Where is it? Okay, Sigma female. Sigma female, she gets emotionally attached. She is intimidating, but she is loyal. And she's elusive. So the Sigma female shares many of the traits and the outwardly intimidating personality that is seen in alpha females. However, the Sigma female is far more likely to get emotionally attached to someone than the Alpha female. This makes her often more emotional and likely to get overly attached. If the Sigma female is getting attached to someone who turns out to be worse than they originally thought, it would be difficult for the Sigma female to break off the attachment. This eventually comes back to bite the Sigma female, as her emotional attachment leads to feelings that are harbored for a long time without resolution. And one other thing too, it says the Sigma female is a woman who demands attention when she walks into a room or is speaking, and she can be very intimidating to others. In most cases, the Sigma female and Alpha female personalities will have similar confidence levels that allows them to be intimidating and intriguing to many people. Many people feel intimidated by the Sigma female because she is sure of who she is and uses her personality to get what she wants. The Sigma female can demand attention when she feels like being in the spotlight, while also being able to step back and appear more approachable than it suits her. So yeah. I don't know. It sounds like Sigma female is like, it's like, I don't know. I guess she knows how to turn it on and turn it off when she wants to. Hello.
I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to finish your answer. I thought you had something else to say.
That was it.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to be respectful. I'm practicing what's called active listening. That means I shut up when you talk and I pay attention to what you say. I process it. And if an answer is required,
no, you're not. You're being elusive.
I'm not being elusive.
I know you.
Apparently not. We all grow up.
I know you. You're not very engaged in this conversation. I don't know what's going on, but when we get off of this stream, me and you need to talk, because I know you. When you are actually engaged or like you're really into a topic, like there is no stopping you. I have to interject myself. I have to I have to jump in there somewhere. It's like playing double dutch. Like, now. Now I'm in the conversation. But you seem very distant. I don't know what's going on. But
I mean, things change, man. We all got to grow up sometime. We all got to make changes. Hey, listen, if you're going to make changes, you have to actually do the work to make the changes. You can't just pretend to.
I ain't saying nothing about change. I said
I'm trying to become a better listener.
I said you seem distant, like you're not engaged in the stream.
Oh, I don't know why you think that.
You don't seem like you engage in the conversation for real. Like, I don't know. But anyway,
this is a topic I was excited to get to.
Yeah, you seem like you were excited when we were talking about doing this topic. Now you just like, yeah, so that's how it is. I'll finish a statement. What? Oh yeah, I was waiting on you to finish.
Well,
that's your energy.
Well, baby girl, my bad. I'm trying to come up here with good energy, positive energy. But then
Beta!
Right, so I do that and then I get called that.
No.
Beta!
No, bring in the Black David.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Black David, it's Jesus. Wake up, Black David. Black David!
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to. Black David, if you're watching, man.
Beta!
Black David, I don't want to laugh.
Black David is Jesus.
Black David is Jesus.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. You all right now? You caught your breath? Okay.
Sorry, Black David.
Plus, to be honest, I'm actually very tired and very, very sore.
Yeah.
I really am. Look, I did cardio. I lifted weights today. I did
Ew.
And I did MMA. It was, and I was on the. I'll tell you about the phone call I had later.
Okay.
It's a business thing. So, and I'm excited about this too. I really am. And I'm announcing that at the end of the show because I'm gonna let everybody know that's coming next month. That's dropping next month. So,
so the link has officially been dropped.
But we're not done.
Right.
We got to talk about the Sigma males. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sigma males, they're very cunning.
Mm-hmm.
They don't share the presence and power of an alpha, but they can just as easily get their way thanks to their immense cunning and ability to manipulate people in situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're able to get almost anywhere in let me get my glasses back on. They're able to get almost anyone on their side and are great at persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
They're self-confident. They have no invested interest in the opinions of others, meaning it depends on the situation, you know what I'm saying? But do they have any invested interest in the opinion of others? No. They're very popular with other people, but they don't need the approval of other people to feel good and reassured about themselves. Mm-hmm. Meaning that, you give them a compliment, something like that, or people like them, they're like, they appreciate it, but they don't need it to feel good about themselves.
They don't need the validation.
Right. They don't need the validation. They don't hunt it. They don't seek it. Like alphas seek the validation. Sigmas do not.
Right.
Okay. And he is calculated.
Mm-hmm.
Able to make calculated moves and decisions with great accuracy. He'll often pause before responding to questions so that he can either come up with a reason that's either well-spoken or something humorous if the occasion calls for it. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they think before they speak a lot. Does this remind you of anybody? And they're very charismatic, very calculated. You know who's a Sigma? Through and through.
Who?
A YouTuber. Who's the first one that comes up? I say Noble from the World Class.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is a Sigma if there ever was one.
Right, yeah.
When I read when I was sitting there when I read the definition, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that's Noble.
Right.
That is a Sigma.
Yo.
Holy crap. Like it's like describing every part of his personality traits. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing: when they hear nonsense or injustice, they don't like injustice. They can't stand injustice.
Right.
And when they see BS or nonsense, they call it out. They call you on your crap. Mm-hmm. Right? So Jedi Mike. I don't know, Jedi Mike. You might be let's see, what a nerd is that? An Omega.
You know what?
I'm kidding.
No.
Mike, here's the thing about Mike. Mike is a Sigma, but he's young. He's a Sigma without the experience of like an older Sigma. You know what I'm saying? But Mike is a Sigma too.
That's right. He's a Sigma through and through. You better know that.
Mike is a Sigma too. He is.
Okay.
I'll give Jedi Mike props for that. Another one that reminds me of is Scam Likely.
Scam.
Yeah, Scam Likely reminds me of a Sigma. You know what I'm saying? I know I have Sigma traits. I'm not sure if I am a Sigma or not. Mm-hmm. And a Sigma is intentional about everything that he does, and very little catches a Sigma off guard.
Mm-hmm.
That's another characteristic of it. Now, out of these characteristic traits, which category would you put me under? Seriously.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I know, because I know what you're about to do. Honest opinion. Hey, so listen, this is your idea. You're the one who told me. You're the one who told me.
Let me stop.
I think you should be a lot more personal on the YouTube streams because.
Beta, are you?
Right.
I mean, they do that at the worst times. You notice that?
Right.
Worst times they do that.
Yeah.
And it breaks up the flow of the show. Worst times.
I don't know. I can't say that you're like finitely just one. But you got a combination of a couple of them. I wouldn't say you're an Omega.
No, I wouldn't say I'm an Omega. That's just worthless.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, right. That's just worthless. You're the one who told me to be more personal and let people get to know me, the real me, on YouTube. You thought people would find me interesting. So here I am trying to do that.
Right.
No, we're not. Later. Put that away. Yeah, there we go. Later. We'll get to him, black man.
I would say you're more a combination of Gamma and I don't know, Gamma and Sigma.
I'd say so. Because Gamma's an all-arounder. There's characteristics of a Gamma, except for the Omega shit. Nah.
And the reason being because like when it comes to like, you know, one of the traits that stuck out was about Gamma's being like adventurous and stuff like that. You definitely that. Especially like, you know, because you into like jujitsu and all that stuff.
And skydiving.
You have some Omega traits like the nerd thing. Like, because like who reads like an entire freaking like the actual Game of Thrones like book, like the actual book. Like you will watch the series and then like read the book. Like who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got some of it in you.
Some Omega in me.
Right, and you are into like anime and all that other stuff. Like you don't really play video games no more.
Not a lot anymore. I used to, but these days they're just
like you just
right. I got bored with it. Like I found other interests. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I had more entertainment reading books and learning different skills,
right,
than I got from video games. Like so, the time I spent, even now, the time I would spend on the video game, like I hired a consulting company today. I'll tell you about that later. Like that's what's got my attention. They're messaging me here back and forth. So good things are coming next month, people. If you want to get healthy, you want to work out, holler at your boy. It's not going to be cheap. A brother got to eat too. So, but it's worth it. So anyway, yeah. I mean, I just found other interests. Do I play video games once in a while?
Right.
There's a game I bought months ago.
Yeah.
Hadn't fired it up yet. You know what I'm saying? Just have it. I got other interests, man. I mean, and there's only so much time in a day.
Yeah. I want to
what does that say?
Is it Nakumbe? Is it Kumbe?
Nakumbe, yeah.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Nakumbe, for the $20 super chat. He says the benefits of Sigma traits help them to survive. It's usually a sense of the world against them, a fear of loss or perceived undervalue.
Yeah, there's you did get that right when it comes. I do have. I agree with you. I'm a combination of Gamma and Sigma. Yep. And see, that's the thing. I think that's what, like, even in my like relationships. I think for the most part, what didn't work out. People don't know what to make of me.
Yeah.
They don't just accept me for who I am. They get confused because there's no one box to put me in. Like, you know, they know I'm not a Delta. Clearly not that. I'm clearly not that. But it's like, as far as the rest of them, like, what the heck? What's going on? I don't understand. How do I? What? You know what I mean? That's the sensation I get. So they don't. I think people just get confused.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for that. But world class, you are a Sigma's Sigma.
Yeah.
You are.
I don't want shit out of you. Out of you.
Washed.
Bang, bang. Let me stop.
Shit like that.
Right. Right.
That's it. You gotta love him though. He's like one of the cool. He's like one of the coolest men on the planet. He really is, and he means well too. You know what I'm saying? He's a good person who can't stand injustice, and we see his nonsense out there. Pop it out. All right, Dr.
Nakumbe.
Good doctor. Something to
Did you say the good doctor?
Yes. He
No,
donated $20 to the super chat.
You gonna say his name right, okay? Nakumbe.
Okay, Nakumbe. Yeah, but I was going off the top of my head. I didn't look at the chat. So before I let something come out of my mouth, see, think it before you speak. The good doctor.
Right.
Give him
let me slow it down. Rapping with the singing, I be singing. You can get it all free like welfare. Back to the beginning. Know what I told ya. I got 2 degrees. Now I'm dumb rich. This sound like some 718 shit. The living weirdo on the same shit. Gave me in, let's go buy a Lennox.
Thank you very much for that. And as we drop the link, we're going to acknowledge all of the Cash Apps all at once because we got 3 new ones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're going to do the jingle all at once so we can drop the link so everybody can come up. All right. Now we're going to drop here's Von Bryant. I truly appreciate the variety of yes, I truly appreciate the variety of content. The variety in your content, 100%. And we have another one. Jackie Hernandez, for quality content, for quality show that we need in this space. Thank you. And Lady Navoa.
Lady Navoa. I was just about to say, shout out to Lady Navoa too.
Yeah.
What's going on?
She says, don't say nothing smart or a refund.
Hey, yo.
I won't say that smart, Lady Navoa.
Hey, yo.
All right, thank you, Lady Navoa. Thank you, Jackie Hernandez. Thank you, Von Bryant on what's his name? Dre Blanco. Thank you very much, everybody.
What's his name? Dre.
And let's give them the razzle dazzle. Give them the.
You looking at me? Jam, baby. I ain't going nowhere. Chilling right here. Me and her every day on the track, chilling with the pocket queen. Knowing you weren't expecting this, so not like this. Nah, to the hook now. Ain't that like when I sing freestyle? To the hook now. Ain't that like when I do it 3 times? You really do the best, You really do the best, The mic and the melody comes on, the rhythm to hold on. We can't let it go, no. Ain't that like when I do it 3 times?
That's hot.
That's hot. Okay,
fire.
Yeah.
Fire. That's fire right there, bro.
It is.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, y'all done brought me up. Hey.
Yeah. All right. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Why don't any of the ladies come up though? I mean, they don't come up to the.
I mean, ladies, y'all don't even got a cam up. Just show your face in the back and then put your thing back up and just come up. You ain't got a cam up. Just come up.
Right. You know, ladies don't participate too often. But hey, listen. Thank you everybody for showing up and coming out. What do you think of tonight's show? The topic, and what do you think? Where would you place yourselves under the sociotypes? Because that's the official name for these categories, for these things. It's sociotype: alpha male, beta male, gamma male.
Right.
It's called sociotypes. So, what do you place yourselves? What do you think is tonight's show? Let us have it. It's kind of like you hear all the time. DL Saint. No, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Coriaga.
Hey,
you first, brother.
Hello.
What's going on?
How you guys doing?
All right.
What's good, fam?
You finally have a definition of the alpha male, beta male nonsense. What do you think, man?
You want my answer?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, let me point out that men and women have a different opinion of an alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Women see an alpha as one they want to reproduce with and they want a life of leisure. Men see an alpha as a man they're willing to follow.
Fair.
Because men will not follow a swinging dick. They just won't do it because they can't trust them around their wives. They won't trust them around their daughters. They won't do it. There is a difference. And Derek Jacks is a fake alpha. I don't care what the women say. Y'all want to jump his bones. He's a swinging dick. We'll just leave it at that.
Thank you, Corey.
Ain't nobody going to trust that man around his family and his wife. Just ain't going to happen.
No.
I can also back this up by the Bible, too, if you want a little Bible lesson.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us some scripture.
Okay, so we got actually, we can start with King Saul. He was the modern-day Derek Jacks. It said he stood a head taller than all the men. He was good-looking, handsome. The women were all about him. I mean, it's in the Bible. It's written down. But he did everything his way, and he got in trouble. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we step forward to David. David was a snot-nosed kid, went out there and killed a giant. He, his own brothers didn't like him. But he had a son named Absalom that the women used to fawn over this dude's hair. And he kowtowed to the whiners and complainers in the kingdom, gained favor. The women loved him. I call it the emotional crowd got behind Absalom. And David, it'd be really hard for a man to have to kill his own son. But you enter in a Sigma, which was the general. I believe his name was Abner or whatever. He went out there and took that boy's head off. And he ended the whole problem. So there's a difference. What women see as an alpha, no, you just want to reproduce with the guy. We get it. It's DNA, it's genes, genetics. You want pretty babies. It just happens. We get it. But an alpha in a woman's eyes and an alpha in a man's eyes, they are not the same.
I agree.
Unless you're like from the X-Men. I was wondering, Mandrell, did you actually make it out of there with your virginity intact? Sorry, I had to.
Beta. It's cool, Corey. Everybody's been taking shots at me since then.
I had to.
Hey, yo!
I've been put in front of a firing squad, Corey.
Wait a minute. What kind of firing squad was that?
Yeah, hey, not that kind. but you know what I'm saying? I've been held to task. I've stood trial. JT maybe stood trial this past weekend.
Last man standing.
yeah, man, it's good. Great. Oh, I get it. People like, I understand what you was trying to do. I understand.
Sorry,
hey, good on you. You're brave. But we understand what you was trying to do. And good on you. You was brave. It was a super brave thing you did. However. There you go. You know.
But no.
That's what it's been, dude. And I haven't seen it, but apparently last night they taking shots at me too now. I don't know. I haven't seen the video yet, but I'm gonna watch it. I'll see. So I mean, catching it from both ends. Pause. DL Saint. No, not you. DL Saint, please. Let's say hello to our guest. Thank you. DL Saint, what do you think of tonight's show?
Was good.
The topic. What do you think?
Great topic, great show as always. Shout out to you. Shout out to Shushu. What's good, sis? How you feeling? Always good to see you. You know what I mean? And I agree with the chat. When you laugh, everyone talks about your laugh. Your laugh is infectious. It's an amazing laugh. I'm gonna have that on my soundboard. I'm gonna have your laugh on my soundboard. And this last thing,
the alpha charisma she's got over there.
No, she ain't got alpha charisma. Ain't no. First of all, I'm getting that in a second. As far as alpha women, I'm getting that in a second. But Black man made me watch Brother David slobber all over himself.
Yeah,
I just can't unsee that. I can't unsee it.
I can't unsee it either.
Keep trying to unsee it.
You know he's gonna play it now.
Hey, look.
Oh my God.
We need to see him. Hey, look, we need to all go in and send Brother David some bibs, so he can keep his shirt clean.
Black David, it's Jesus. Wake up, Black David. Black David!
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
Oh, ooh, man, that right there. I'm sorry, man.
Black David is Jesus. Wake up!
Jesus, wake up.
Is that what you call falling out in the spirit?
Yeah. Oh boy, that right there, man. Gee,
Sorry,
I ain't
David,
never ever going to sleep on this platform. I tell you that right now. If I'm tired, I'm going home. Like, just start eating sugar right out the bag. Like I ain't falling asleep.
Okay.
Woo, Black David, he got you, bro. Lord have mercy. But all right, let's get into it, man. Sorry for wasting
When a
time.
man work too much, he get tired. Okay.
Yeah, just don't come to the platform, bro. That's all I got to say, man. Well, it don't matter for you. They can do whatever, bro. I mean, they got you now. You come on.
Yeah, you was on the platform. You was on my show too.
Ooh, boy, that was man. You the man. You the man. Shout out to you, but Black man did you dirty. Black man did you dirty. That was so
he did
funny.
you dirty. He did you dirty.
He did you dirty.
This all good.
No, it ain't. You gotta get him back, bro. You gotta get him back. That's one of those. I'm gonna get you back, bro.
We'll do the Brooklyn style.
Good one, ain't gonna lie. What's good?
I'm gonna do the Brooklyn style.
Ooh, man. So all right, let's get into it. Right. Well, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Like this whole, all these Alpha, Sigma, Omega, Beta, Theta, Omicron, all. I mean, the whole Greek alphabet. Look, y'all, it's too much, man. It's too much. You got leaders and you got followers. When you look at alphas and you're looking at sigmas, you're just looking at two types of leaders. You know what I mean? You got the one leader that wants to be out there beating his chest, look at me, wants to use his physical prowess to kind of browbeat you and this and that, and just bask in the glory or whatever, will probably shun the ridicule. Like if he fails, he's gonna blame somebody else more likely. It's just they have that, you know, that thing about them. Sigmas don't care. Sigmas are still leaders, but they truly don't care. They'll step up when they have to. You know what I mean? And then, you know, for us to sit around and say, well, what are you? Name you can't do that. It's kind of like, you know, asking guys, okay, are you a high value man? They gonna say, yeah, more than likely. You know what I mean? It's like asking women, are you a 10? I'm a 10. Ain't nobody gonna sit back really and tell you to, you know what I mean, what it really is. Other people have to tell you that. And the only reason I say that is because long before I knew about YouTube and, you know, these different pills and these different, you know, what kind of types were they? These personality types, whatever. Long before all that, one of my buddies was telling me, he was like, he tried to explain this to him. This had to be over 7-8 years ago. And he was like, you are a Sigma. Huh? What do you mean I'm a Sigma? I'm not an introvert. You know, I like being around people. He like, you like being around people when you want to be around people.
Right.
Like you spend the majority of your time by yourself. Yes, you're good with people. And and when you like wherever situation you in, if you don't like what's going on with leadership, you take over. You do it all the time. And as soon as you got whatever you needed out of the situation, you sit back.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was like, so Sigmas. Right. So the thing, right. So it's one of those things. It's like we're only talking about leadership qualities. And when you look at our people in general, we're talking about men mostly when we're talking about this sort of stuff, but women as well. Most people are followers. Most people are sheep. Period. Most people are sheep. And then you got leaders. Now we're talking about that very small percentage of people who are leaders. And what type of leader are they? Are they an alpha type or they're a sigma type? All the rest of this stuff, you're not going to be a what did y'all say theta in this at some point? Whatever all these other shits is, I don't know what I heard. You got all this other shit.
We didn't say zeta.
Zeta, Omicron, and Omega, and all this other, it don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, the people who step up are going to be either alphas or sigmas. Period. The people who step up, and when you go through history and you look at leaders, they will fit in one of those two categories. That's it. Alpha or Sigma, period. You go through America's greatest generals, right? Go through people who won the Victorian Cross. Go all the way back to, the Spartans. Go all the way back to, I mean, you gotta think about the Spartans. An entire society of killers, raised to be killers, but not all of them were leaders.
Right.
Only a small percent are going to be, and you can look at somebody like Leonidas. I don't know much about him, but he probably was a Sigma. He stepped up because he had to step up.
And that's the thing with Sigmas. And the thing is, I didn't say this, but fake alphas run from Sigmas.
Sigmas eat them alive.
The second a fake alpha sees a Sigma coming, they go in the opposite direction, like instantly. And
bitch ass Jackson gonna run away from me. Why end of the room?
Right, and then an alpha will actually stand his ground against a Sigma. He'll try to stand his ground. He'll stand his ground and compete.
If he's forced to.
Yeah, an alpha, if he's forced to, he'll stand his ground and
guys.
compete. But he will avoid conflict and confrontation with the Sigma. He'd rather get along with the Sigma and work with him than work against the Sigma.
That's still Derek Jackson.
No, Jackson skipped leg day. He'll fall easily.
That's still Derek Jackson.
Y'all wasting breath on this Derek Jackson dude. You know what I mean? Y'all wasting y'all breath on this guy.
We didn't bring him in the conversation.
No, it was somebody. I did not. I mean, y'all are wasting breath on these type dudes. Now, so when we looking at what's going on in the dating world and all that kind of stuff, right? When you know, most of these dudes out here, whoever came up with all this extra stuff, you know, like it's like these beta dudes, these follower dudes are coming up with ways to say that, well, I'm a leader too when you're not. They're trying to come up with ways to make themselves look good to other women. All these men want to be able to reproduce with beautiful women. They want to be able to be impressive, and they want other men to respect them. I mean, how many of us have been on a team where you had the leader who was just, you know, shitty, doesn't know what he's doing, low self-esteem, but he's running around beating his chest like I'm do what I say, or else what? Whenever you step up to them dudes, what do? They fold up like a chair, right? And that's what they're talking about. So those aren't alphas. Leaders are a very, very slight majority. Now, when it comes to women, it works against women. If women have to step up like that, it works against them. You know what I mean? Because if you believe in hypergamy and you believe in wanting to date up and wanting the best you can get, being a real strong woman like that is gonna hurt you because you want the strongest men. You want the alphas and you want the sigmas or whatever, right? You want these leaders that are out there. And then I guess one of the types was saying, oh, they know how to use their femininity or they know how to shut it off. I don't know if you have those alpha traits. I don't know if you could turn them off. I mean, it's just not something I can't stop being who I am. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's hard for one.
To ask you guys: does Sigma chase after glory, or don't care about glory at all?
They don't
care
about
what? They don't care about glory. They don't care about glory.
The Sigma, they don't care. They don't care. And the thing is, my sister says I'm a mixture of a Sigma and a Gamma, and she's absolutely right.
Well, hold on. I just want to make this one last point for you. One last point, and I'll shut up. Mandrell was a Green Beret, right? The most alpha of alphas in that world, right? But when you get there, when you're in that world, even if amongst the Green Berets, only a small percentage of them rise up. I would say most Green Berets are Sigmas. They take command when they have to.
Yeah, when they have to. They like me. I never chased after leadership. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want it. I don't want to be in charge. I don't want to be in charge of nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sigmas can still take command now.
Yeah, Sigmas.
They will take command.
They will. Like if the situation like
Sigmas will do whatever they got to do to get it done.
To get it done, exactly. Now that's the kind of person I was in the Army. I'm still that way. I mean, just got to get done. Okay, I got to do this, and that kind of mentality, being so straight line about it, it does hurt your personal life. You know what I'm saying, with interpersonal relationships. Outside of the professional, if it's a professional relationship, yeah, work, that's fine and dandy. But dealing with people on the outside, I mean, it's like, yo, I mean, you way too. Come on, man, you way too hard. Soften up.
Yeah.
Right.
Sigmas are real. They're kind of selfish in that sense. Sigmas do what they want to do for them. Like a lot of people, like, man, you're not a Sigma, man. You're more of an alpha because you do stand up comedy. You get in front of all these people when you bask in the glory. Y'all don't realize how lonely comics are. That's a lonely life. Comics spend a lot of time by themselves, like especially the good ones. Really good comics, stand-up guys, they don't like being around y'all. Isn't that funny? Those people up there on stage making you laugh, they don't want to be around y'all. As soon as they set it's over, they bounce. They only stay around if they have to stay around per the contract. Otherwise, they out of there. They don't want to deal with you. They're Sigmas.
Right. No, yeah. And Sigmas are perfectly fine being by themselves.
We're not asking that question because I was told my personality kind of like scary for my past job. Because for one, they say I pretend to be a pushover. That show my true nature. When I do, everybody thinks that, including my peers and managers. They walk around me like eggshell for a specific reason, knowing that if they trigger me, that's on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I learned how to control my ways, but I do it in a very unique way. But I don't try to get vendetta, but I just make it be like, how you would have put it. I set trap so that when you fall in there, I enjoy seeing you squeal. I don't know. It's a bad habit I had since I was a kid. I never let it go. So I did that to my uncles, my aunts, my father, and my mother. You backstabbed me. I don't care if I'm 60 years, I'm still gonna remember it.
I don't think that has anything to do with being a Sigma, bro. Like Sigmas don't care, bro.
No,
like if you get in a Sigma's way, they're gonna deal with you. It's business, and they're gonna keep moving. Like if you're saying I enjoy hurting people,
it's calculated.
You got to get Dr. Nakumbe to come up here and talk to you, bro. It sounds like you got something else going on up under the hood, bro.
And then also DL. So the thing is, like,
I know what it is. It's nap time.
Yeah.
Nah. I've been this way for years. So what I'm saying is this: I don't wait to get you. I leave you alone. When the right time comes, it will come. I don't have to chase after you. I just let it happen. So when I do get you, I'm just letting you know, hey.
I don't think Sigmas dwell on it, bro. Is what I'm saying. I don't think Sigmas dwell on that.
I don't dwell on it. What I'm saying, when the time comes and it does happen, without asking why I'm where I don't chase after nobody. I don't wait on you. I move by my bed and do what I gotta do.
But brother Dave, I think you're missing our point. The fact that you're saying when the time comes, like when the time comes, you're waiting on it, bro. My thing is this: there's a lot of I've wronged some people that wrong me, right? But if they come around, if I catch them later in life, I'm gonna do what's best for me in that moment and moving forward. You feel me? Like, oh, this person's, you know, they stole your candy when you was. Let's make it a real talk. Like, you know, that person stole some money from you when you was 13. All right, they stole $13, and there they go right there. You're gonna put a hole in them. You're gonna make them suffer.
No,
I'm not thinking about that.
No, I'm not talking about no petty thing. I'm talking about perfect example.
Okay, what if it's $30,000? He stole $30,000 from your dad.
No, I make it simple. It's realistic. A dude put a lie on me, get me fired for a particular job. And usually when I'm trying to kiss up to me, think I'm gonna look at him nicely.
How like dirty folks come in?
So I don't go for the petty stuff. I go for things that allow me to make you want to sweat when you see me.
How like dirty folks comment, please?
Yeah. I want to be Omega. Fuck it.
Your wishes are a command.
Oh my gosh.
I'll let the trolls know.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, Black David. The thing is, like,
I did it for the past. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Now here's the thing with Sigmas. Like, here's how I knew I was a Sigma, right? When I was reading these definitions, I remember, like, I'm even like this in my personal life, right? I will take command if I'm in charge. I will take command if I have to take command, right? But if I walk into a situation and there's nothing wrong there, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What am I doing? Why would I change shit up?
So, Mandrell, let me ask you this:
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why would I change?
Mandrell, let me ask you this real quick. We talking about the guy. I'm sorry, love.
You've been talking too much. My turn.
Go ahead.
Hey, yo.
Fair enough, lady. The boy, get at it.
Yeah, either, but I mean, it's all good.
Talk on panel. First of all, break this shit down. So Sigma and Omega, you know, I know Omega 3, what that is. All that.
Omegas are those. Omegas are those real nerds.
Alpha is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Alpha and Omega. All this little shit I didn't know until I got in the YouTube street. So Omega, Genesis, and what else? Sigma's for women supposedly, and Alpha for the men.
I don't
so when
know.
I hear Alpha, I hear on my Jesus Christ.
Okay, cool. Alphas. We were talking about the sociotypes. You know, we hear alpha males, beta males. So what Shamari and I did was we found them, you know, all the different types, and we defined them. So then now there won't be any question as to what an alpha male is, what a beta male is, what a gamma male is. You know, so now there's no question. We defined them. We gave the definition for them and examples. You know, omega males, delta males, sigma males. You know, and so now we're talking about it. And we even listed off some people we thought were in these categories. You know, like Sigma. I said Noble Miguel from the World Class. That is a Sigma if I've ever seen one. Through and through.
I want to chime in a little bit.
Sigma male, yeah. Scam Black is a Sigma male as well.
So I want to chime in if I can real quickly. We're all betas, right? I mean, and to say that we're anything else is narcissistic.
because we all fall in the functionality of the system. We're all cogs in the system.
Delta
Period, right?
alert.
We all obey the rules, right? We all obey the government rules. You obey the SOPs in your companies, right? Unless your name is Carnegie Mellon, Walton, Rockefeller, or Musk, then you're not an alpha or a sigma. Those guys are alphas and sigma because they lead and set the rules that other people have to follow, right? No one here is a king. No one here is a president. There are very, very, very few true sigmas and alphas. That's why there's sigma and alphas. Heads of states are alphas. Kings and queens are alphas and sigmas. Gurus such as the Waltons, Bezos, Elon Musk. Those guys are alpha and sigmas. Those are the true alphas.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
And with that theology, you're saying that Prince Harry is an alpha.
Right.
And Russell, I got you.
I don't agree with that at all, bro.
He's not a real prince. He's a bastard, right?
No, I got pushback. Here's the deal. If they're the only alphas, would Elon Musk or one of them walk up on a Sigma's woman and say, "Man, let me get that off you"?
No, I mean those are all you're missing the point. Those are all personality types, right? Or
That's what
just
this is, personality types.
No. Let me change the answer a little bit. When we're talking about sigmas and alpha, correct me if I'm wrong. Leaders, right? Set the board, set the chessboard. Elon Musk does that. Now, what he does with a woman doesn't matter. I mean, I don't even know how a woman is getting into this conversation.
No,
There's
you're missing.
No way,
you're missing. It's not just leadership style; it's the whole personality.
So, are you saying that Elon Musk is not an alpha?
Elon Musk is probably an alpha.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
The level of influence and the way that he's probably going to communicate with his people and have his face out there and make people move, he's probably going to be an alpha.
I would say he's more of an omega.
But I don't know his person. I don't know anything about him. I don't see him on TV and stuff. But alphas fit the mold of a CEO or a top salesperson. Right. Those are usually alphas.
No. CEO, the top guy, right? Alpha. If you're in a company, the CEO is the alpha, not the vice president, not the directors, not the managers. It's the CEO. One spot.
Okay, here's the thing. CEOs can be sigmas as well. Now, the smart play. Now, here's the thing. The smart play. Here's the sigma in me. The smart play is not to be number one; it's to be number two.
But that's
the smart play. That's the position I want. I want to be number two. I don't want to be number one. The number one can take all the heat.
You got me so far lost.
Right, you can take the number one.
You can have more than one alpha, and there can be 5 alphas in the same room.
Cannot be because then if 5 alphas all make them beta.
Wow.
I see where you're going with this, bro. I don't agree.
I
see where you're going with it, but I don't agree.
I don't either.
Well, you don't
alphas
have to
can be in the same room.
If there's 5 motherfuckers in the group working together, right, and you want to say they're all alphas, they all cancel each other out. They're adhering to the greater benefit of the group, which makes everybody beta because beta means you follow. Beta is not something negative.
Well, if there's 5 alphas in a group, here's the thing.
Alphas are willing to follow other alphas.
Yes.
One alpha can't run everything.
So if that makes you feel good at night, okay, fine.
But real quick, we ain't signing. Like the same analogy with Mandrell being a Green Beret, right? An A team is made up of 12 dudes. All 12 of them are alphas. They're all tip of the spear. All 12 of them will do what they can do to you, right? Yes. No. Hear me out. Now, government ain't got nothing to do with it when you go down range. Now we're just warriors, right? Trust me. You ain't got nothing. Government has nothing to do with what's going on once you leave the reservation. It's 12 alphas on that team. Now, what? So you're saying the one who's in charge automatically makes the other 11 guys beta? Okay, I hear where he's going with that. I don't agree in a sense because those other 11 men might have to break away from the team and go out and get their own teams, and they're going to lead those teams. They're still alpha.
That's exactly what happened.
They're still alpha.
That's exactly what happened.
Let me ask you a couple questions. Number one, correct me if I'm wrong. The commander in chief is the president. So he's the alpha. Number 2, the U.S. government or U.S. military trains you to be a specialist in whatever Green Berets do, right? They're specialists in what they do, right? They are experts. Secondly, whoever told them where to go to do those missions or whatever is the alpha. Now, when you're in field, right? When you're in the field and things like that, you're relying on the training, you're relying on your expertise to do whatever you need to do, correct?
I disagree.
So
I got pushback.
no, I mean, I'm not a Green Beret, so the only DLC and Mandrell can tell me I'm wrong otherwise, right? But in the field, in action, right? You're relying on your expertise and trainings and whatever was agreed upon before you guys went out there. Right? You're just obeying the rules, regulations, and the systems that you were taught.
No.
No,
we had to break that shit every single day.
Every day.
The rules of engagement went, bruh. I would tell you when I got to South America, there were no rules of engagement.
Here we go. Don't get nobody in trouble,
you
Mandrell.
are on your own. Do what you got to do to get this done. That's it. Don't care how you do it.
Did you rely on your training that you were taught on how to do?
Of course, you had to. Some of it. The rest of it, you had to make up on the fly.
Fair enough, but that's just about survival at that point.
Like some of you had to rely on your training, but the rest of it, cause I can't get into what happened down there. But
thank you. Please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne, son, I can make it simple.
Nothing about that went the way it was supposed to. That went tits up so bad.
See that y'all got Mandrell's PTSD acting up. See what she done did? We ain't signing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, we are all betas, right? We all follow the rules.
No,
I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that.
I know
we ain't saying it. Alpha is not a position.
You cannot have systems without that. You cannot have functional systems without people agreeing to obey by the rules, and we don't have an anarchy.
We ain't signing. Alpha is a personality, not a position.
Yes.
Therefore, no, hear me out.
All right.
There can be an E6 working on the West who is an alpha. He's going to lead with that personality. There could be an E4. He's an alpha. He's not in leadership.
I don't know military terms. So E4, E6, I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're numbers, bro. The highest number is higher than the other one.
Yeah, that's how it goes from some.
And I'm just doing this for a simple example.
Yeah, it goes from E0 to E9, E10. I mean,
this person is alpha. He's a leader. He's charismatic, but he happens to be an E4. He could be a janitor, but he's mopping them floors, and people love the way he mops the floors. They like coming on his floor. He works for the E6.
What evidence do you show if he's mopping the floor?
You got to land a plane. You got to land a plane, Dusto.
Yeah, you know what? You got it, bro.
No, because I mean, if you're saying he's mopping the floor, he's a leader, but he doesn't have any evidence of leadership or any experience of leadership. I'm confused on how you.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Because you're not getting that it's a personality and not a title. Otherwise, there would be one. All right. Here's a simple one. If there was only one alpha, what do you do when he's off work? You're telling me the whole job just falls apart and people don't follow leading?
That's exactly my point. Everybody follows systems. Everybody follows systems. That's exactly my point.
It's a personality.
And everybody's personality is to follow the system.
Let me tell you this.
Not necessarily.
No. Let me tell you this. I listened to the argument from the
majority.
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
There's no all.
You'll say, Mandrell, you got a solid point, but when I listen to Wayne Steiner on the scholar point of view, where he breaking down based on what it is, yeah, both can be right at the same time, but I get where Wayne Steiner coming from. He going for the whole entire big picture for how it's set up. Because we can go based how we feel, but if you listen to the true definition of what it is, he do got an edge on that. Because once again, we didn't create a system, we're living under the system. Unless you can go above and change it. Unless you can go above and change it, in particularly, then we fall into that particular category.
Dr. Nakumbe hit it right there. Highlight his chat. Dr. Nakumbe hit it right there. I mean, and I was gonna ask Mandrell. I'm like, look, most of us have seen The Godfather.
Yeah.
Musk and Gates can be in the same room, but they don't compete and be in sub roles. Both are alphas both are alphas in their industry. They're different industries. One is in computers and Elon's in EV.
And I think that's what a disconnect is, bro.
Alphas
Both are
don't
alpha.
need to kill each
Both
other
have
for the
alpha
top
traits.
spot.
Period. Right? Hold on. Both have alpha traits. Period. Doesn't matter if you put them in the boardroom or you put them in the sandbox. They have alpha traits. The betas are going to follow them, no matter where they are. If you put Mandrell in the situation and the situation isn't going the way it should go, if the leadership is messed up, he's going to step up and take command. Period. That's just how it works.
The difference is that Gates and Musk are going to put lobbyists and financial power back to change rules and regulations to fit them.
Okay, well, take them out of that situation. Just put them in the wilderness. Yes, you can put them in the wilderness. All right. Let's say it goes down. Let's say we wake up tomorrow and it went down. Right, and it's total anarchy. Everything's gone. Right. We're in the Mad Max world. Right. Simply because
we're in this world. We're not. We're in this world.
Okay. I'm gonna put you. Okay. Well, let me change it just a little bit. In my world today, there's situations that I can get myself into if I'm dumb enough that the people around me do not care that I'm a retired air traffic controller, former warrior, this, that, and the third. They don't care. None of that matters. All it matters is that I have my trusty Glock on me. That's all that matters. That's the only thing that's gonna get me out of that situation. If I'm dumb enough to put myself in that situation right now, if we're in that situation, everyone is strapped. They're gonna be listening to someone because they want to get out of this situation. Like, what should we do? And the alphas and the sigmas, the leaders are going to rise to the top, and the leaders are going to be able to get the betas. Mind you, everybody's armed. The leaders are going to be able to get the betas to do whatever they want them to do. Now, I hear what you're saying about the way the structure is and this, that, and the third. This could all be over next week, bro. We could be back to maces and spears.
Okay,
you know what I mean, with the way things are going.
Okay, well, I have no comment on that, but I will say this. Personality dictates action, right? Who you are and what your personality is dictates your action. You cannot separate the two. So, looking at the actions of everybody here, none of us are gurus, none of us are world leaders of influence. We all adhere to the laws and regulations of the country that we're in. If we're gainfully employed, we're adhering to the SOPs of the companies that we're in. I know it sucks, and I know it really sucks, but at the end of the day, majority of us, the collective of society, are betas. Alphas and sigma are alphas and sigmas for a reason. It's the select. Because
are you still in China right now?
I'll let my
Hey, Corey, yes, be careful what you say too. We don't
want
to.
You're playing down there in Delta land.
Right. So my point is, personality dictates your action. Personality dictates your habits, and I'll leave it there.
Well, but we ain't signing. If I drop you and 20 people off on an island,
bro, you're trying to put me in. I'm talking about everyday society. You trying to put me in Mad Max every single example. I'm not in Mad Max, bro.
Look what's going on. Look what's going on in Europe right now. Those people woke up one day and it's like, oh man, we in Mad Max. We got a problem. Our neighbors just came over here and they serious about taking over. We got to do something about this, right? And I don't want, I know where you at. I don't want to say name names and this, that, and the third, but they woke up in that reality. They went from having an iPhone, playing virtual reality, going to work, doing whatever they're doing, going, making coffee, working at Starbucks. They went from that to, we got to get trained up and we got to stop these people coming over here trying to take over. I'm just saying that happened.
Right. No,
that happened in today's world.
You know what? You're right. In that situation, yes, things change. But
now, alphas are going to lead in that situation, and betas are going to follow. Right.
You're right. But I want to say something. Fuck Ukrainians because they went over to UK and talk about it was too black. Fuck them.
Well, it's hard to say that when we keep sending them all as what we sending them. They go, I mean, they go.
That's governments and governments, bro. I don't.
Right. I feel you though. I feel you though. But my point being, you can wake up tomorrow and find yourself in that situation, and if you do, what you're saying about everyone being beta doesn't make sense to me because no, someone's gonna have to step up. That's what I'm saying. And that
in that situation, I will agree with you. But in the everyday situation, I'm correct.
Well, I got something to say because I got to jump down, still moderating. Well, I'm going to repeat something Kevin Samuel said. Ain't no damn alpha females. Alpha females. So, and I believe that should no woman really be that hardcore masculine, but we can't talk about that.
No, you should continue to talk about that. I mean, I agree with you, but why do you say that? I'm with you, but why?
They getting their emotions just like you can't talk about the alphabet world. You can't talk about shit. So that's why I don't really be on panel because I talk too real, and I don't talk
Keep it
about
real,
what
girl.
I talk about what I think and what I know. And I agree. Ain't no alpha females. Like if you a woman, single mom, and you the head of your household with no man in that don't make you an alpha. You just what you are, the leader of that. Why would you want to be an alpha? Why would you want to be a man and be feminine? You be that and feminine, and it's getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie, because all the genders are starting to get reversed. You got a lot of feminine ass men and a lot of masculine ass women. It's getting on my nerves. Or just
Hey,
keeping it.
Lady Navore, I got a question.
But we can't talk about that, or we get canceled, or we get a ticket for being disrespectful. Man, shut the hell up. Y'all don't believe in God no more because y'all didn't just threw the Bible all out the window. I ain't gonna lie. I went on your boy's live today to see what he had to say without calling his name. You knew he had a lie, the one that been on here in the Alphabet Crew. And I was just looking at him. I was like, this boy is fine. And he looked like that. And none of his friends will tell him he look a hot mess. But I can't talk about that. Well, go ahead. Scam license.
I love you, sis. I love you. We're gonna get to get you on my panel. You can say what you want over there, girl. I don't care. They can cancel me.
He's so fun. All these fun out here just want to get the slang going, the slanging hit from the back. Like you could get all these females. You fine. I'm looking at him like, and I'm seeing him moving that bang out of his eye. He got the eye, the hair over his eye. I'm like, what is going on? God is up there. Well, he just telling his sons like, what is my world turning into?
I
We
don't
thinking
know.
it's okay to live how we want to live. But if you're a Christian for real, bro, you can't live how you want to live. You gonna have your due season think you're winning, but you won't always reap for what you sow. And I respect everybody. I got my family. Good alphabet, but my only thing about that, if you're gonna be like that, why switch up? Just be that masculine. Oh, I like it in the back area person. Be that feminine. Oh, I like you, girl. Why you gotta be duty and girlish? And I ain't gonna lie, it scare me sometimes. Got a big ass dude with a wig on.
Okay, lady in the boy.
I'm sorry,
Let's move to scam like.
My
Scam
guess
like
is Lady
lady.
Navore. My guess is Lady Navore is Sigma. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Then I got other.
I think so. Yes.
Then panel question.
Lady Navore is a badass. That's what she
is
is.
hilarious.
Yes, she is. She's a badass. That's what she is.
is a Sigma a nice person who help people and love their people?
Being Sigma is good. Being Sigma is good.
I'm
It's a
I'm
good
a
thing.
Sigma. Hoorah, whatever. What's the sorority sisters in the Sigma? Hoorah, whatever. I be that, but I don't do
Okay,
all that
cool.
shit. That Leo stuff.
What was that? We got a question. So, Omega Man who choose. Go ahead.
Oh, he can go ahead. He put it in the chat. Then I'm gonna ask a question.
Who put it in chat? Oh, you want to ask a question?
Or the one he put. I thought that's what you were reading as a question.
Oh no, where's the question? That looks
No,
like
I
a
was going to
statement.
ask. And I know Sigma's a catch on to this just like that. When you watch a panel, it could be neutral, it could be a dust panel or a decent panel, and they have women up there or something, some kind of stimulus in the conversation. Can you pretty much pick out who's alpha, sigma, delta, gamma, and beta in a matter of a few minutes?
Nope.
Pretty much. You can
Yes,
see like
everybody's
okay.
there. Yes, I can.
I think about 80%. I could be 80% accurate in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I bet you most sigmas. I think the sigmas will be able to pick it out the fastest.
Yeah, because alphas would be too distracted. They'll be too distracted with trying to get in on the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And making their point. They'd be too busy doing that. Sigmas would be like Thinking Man's podcast. That's a sigma.
Sigma.
Yeah, that's a sigma. Yes. You know, Who else? Angry Man.
I don't know.
He's either alpha or fake alpha. One of the two.
Shots fired.
Just saying.
Shots fired.
No, hold on. Here's the deal. Alphas are not mad.
Oh, there you go. He's a fake one then. Fake alpha then.
But hold on, man.
Hold on now. Alphas get out of pocket, bro. If you don't do what they say, they'll throw tantrums and everything else. Like alphas get out of pocket. The sigmas will just sit back.
No, tantrums are about level of maturity, bro. That's about maturity level.
Tantrums usually don't get thrown by real alphas because they got the communication level to where they can get it. They can get it done and get you moving for the most part.
No, I think you're mixing that. I think you're confusing that with Sigma. Alpha be like, do it because I told you to do, screaming, beating their chest, all that kind of stuff. Where Sigma,
that's about maturity level. When you agree that's about maturity level, that's not really about alpha or sigma.
No, I'll say an alpha has a better. Alphas command the room and people want to do for them. So they have a level of maturity and they have a level of respect and communication style to where people will do, and they won't necessarily have to be yelling and pouting. Those will be deltas that are in alpha roles.
Mm-hmm.
Not delta. Possibly an omega would throw a temper tantrum. Deltas will complain on.
I'll say JB is an omega.
I don't know any of these people y'all talking about. So
Dale, here's the thing. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know these people. Stay away from these people. They're not for you, DL. That's not for
But you know who the deltas are. They're oppressed.
Stay away from
those
these.
Those are the victims.
Who?
Deltas.
So shoo.
Now deltas. I say Daryl Long is a delta.
I got a question. How many of these little labels? I knew you were gonna say that. They got narcissistic
more omega.
tendencies. I mean, who's got all these narcissistic tendencies in all these groups?
So Shushu, I want to ask you.
Hold on.
What are you?
Craig, what was your question?
Well, I was wondering, with all these little labels and stuff, how many of them have narcissistic tendencies?
All of them.
All of them can. All of them can have narcissistic, because you're still talking about human beings. So all of them can have narcissistic tendencies, but these are some of the qualities in them as well that put them in the category of, alpha, beta, omega, delta,
but
sigma.
it's really easy to offend a narcissist.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, here's the thing: you can have a delta that's a narcissist.
Yeah, the response you'll get from that narcissist. For example, a sigma will attack you, and they'll be quiet about it. An alpha will go get people on you or rest up your reputation in your name.
Oh yeah. And
Delta will start crying and complaining and blaming the system something's wrong.
It's the system.
Yeah.
The white man's my problem.
I don't know about that.
See that, Corey? It's all your fault.
Oh God, I gotta leave. Sorry. Got a nightlight in here. I gotta go.
I wanted to know. Shushu, I wanted to know, as the resident feminist.
Omega's passive aggressive. They'll shoot up.
Feminist? Wait. Shushu's a resident feminist? Oh my
God.
She's not a feminist. She is not a feminist.
What?
Why?
I like it. Does it?
The biggest
I said women should have the right to vote, and I'm a feminist now. Like, yo.
No, Shushu's biggest problem is she can't find a man that measures up to Mandrell's masculinity. That was up to her brother.
Shushu, but look,
that's about the
women have got the right to vote. It wasn't enough. Now look at her. We kept going. Shit. We wanted to work.
So,
we wanted to pay.
First of all,
the next noise I hear, no matter where it come from, I'm shutting you down.
What now?
Huh?
He's probably talking to his kids.
Yeah, he had muted himself. This is being recorded.
Oh yeah, that's me. I took him taking care of business. Hey, listen, man. So I got a question for Dusto and Mandrell. Dusto and Mandrell. So if a young man or woman comes to you and says, "Hey, listen, I have been systematically broken." They are what again?
Delta.
It's the system.
So the system is. So I'm asking: is the system ever a problem, or you feel like it's not a problem?
A sigma or alpha got too much to be doing to worry about what the system that did.
No, I'm saying, but I'm asking
you-
what
you're
they're
not
saying
answering the question.
excuses, or are we taking them serious?
It depends on the circumstances. For
Depends
me,
on the circumstance. I mean, if a dude comes with a broken arm, I mean, let's be real.
yeah.
He's really been oppressed. But if it's a dude who just ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing and just complaining, that's like a general, something simple. They're complaining and crying, it's somebody else's fault. That's probably going to be your delta.
Wait a minute.
What?
Who said that, man?
Yeah, you just
Lady Nova, Mandrell and Scam likely are pull yourself by the bootstraps kind of dude. So just
No, we ain't saying that. I'm not. I'm just late.
Yes, you are.
You don't have
Yes,
to
you
pull
are.
yourself by the bootstrap. You can just lay there and bleed to death. That's an option. Don't do it.
Well, whatever.
Just lay there.
You guys are pull yourself up by the bootstrap no matter what.
No,
Y'all
wait,
some
you ain't signing. Hold.
Why?
You want to talk, okay? Are you not a pull yourself up by the bootstraps?
I am not.
Really?
Bro, listen to me. I have had help all along the way. Nobody can offer your way through life. You need people. You need help.
That's
and
true.
I even
I
classify
agree.
myself as a beta. I'm not narcissistic, bro. I'm just realistic.
I agree.
I'm not either.
I agree. You do need help along
No,
the
we
way.
ain't signing.
Right?
I'm not narcissistic either.
And
I don't necessarily
systems
tell
do-
people pull
and
themselves up by the
systems do
bootstrap.
oppress people. Systems do oppress people.
Some of them
Guess
do, yeah.
what?
And then even this one, it can oppress you if you allow it to. That's the thing. You just don't. You can't allow
Well,
it to.
true, you gotta fight back. True, yes, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's crazy to say, "Oh, just pull yourself up by the bootstraps, man." That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. I mean,
No,
especially
I
when
don't
you're talking
say
to people.
pull yourself up by the bootstraps. But if a person is constantly complaining, it's they fault. I don't have the patience. It's time to start trolling.
Yeah, that's annoying
time.
too.
It's trolling time.
Hey, you know one thing I figured out.
Especially if I give them a solution
Hey,
or
we ain't-
talk to them and offer them some information.
Hey,
And they don't want to do the work. They can bleed. It's an option.
But it's annoying to constantly. It's annoying to constantly blame. Like I get you, it is annoying, but just because they're annoying doesn't make them wrong.
So you're right. They are oppressed and they're going to lay and bleed.
So
they said it multiple times. They're right.
So can I say this real quick? The most optimistic person that I think that we can look back on and that has a famous face that did a lot of things was Martin Luther King, right? And Martin Luther King went to Washington and stood on Washington, and he gave hope to millions of people by saying he had a dream that we would all come together, that white girls and black girls will hold hands and eat together and pray together, all those things. And it was a great I Have a Dream speech. But people don't understand. A month before Martin Luther King was assassinated, he did another speech. And in that speech, at the beginning of the speech, they asked him, how do you feel about the I Have a Dream speech? And he said, it was so long ago that I did it. He said, but I have to be honest with you. He said, I had that dream, but he said, I've lived long enough in this short time to see my dream turn into a nightmare.
He also said,
I'm gonna let you cook. After he said that, he went into economics.
Did he mute?
And he started to break down the economic system and the numbers and the division of black people who were pulling themselves up by the bootstrap. But he also said, Martin Luther King said this, and it was amazing, even in that day. He said, you want us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, but you've taken the straps. And he said, because he went through economics and he showed how many white farmers got all the land, acres and acres of land, and black people that signed up for it or tried to buy land were rejected that land.
And it was with the program that they promised us.
Exactly.
It was the money that they promised that was supposed to be for us. That it was supposed to be exclusively for black people.
And
but they gave it to white people, and they gave it all the way to white people.
Yep, they gave it all the way, 100% of it.
And then
Isn't
the
that
book
kind
for
of
them.
like the Social Security? They just gave it all away, and now I can't retire.
I'm just saying now.
So go ahead. Yeah, I don't know, Scam. I want to hear what Scam. Go ahead, Scam.
Is the glass half full or is the glass half empty?
Yes.
He said yes.
That doesn't really answer the question.
I threw the damn glass against the wall. I got tired of waiting for the damn thing to fill up.
I made a decision. The glass is half full.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Pull
my
yourself.
decision.
So pull yourself.
So
up
how?
by the
So how?
bootstraps.
What are your thoughts on that, Scam? So I mean, on the families that right now could have that land and have family wealth where they could have pulled themselves up by the bootstraps. How do you feel about those families that ended up in the hood, broke down houses in bad places because they weren't allowed or denied or their applications were thrown in the trash can?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Fuck them, right? Fuck them.
No,
right?
that's not the answer.
What's the answer?
The glass. It is what it is. Somebody's gonna lose. Some of them are white. Some are black. Some are Asian.
There it is. Fuck them.
I can't control the dude in Arkansas who's living in the street. I'm not driving out there. I can talk to the ones who are around me, and if somebody's coming to me and saying, "Whoa," I can give them some solutions. I can give them some advice, maybe a resource or a network. Some of those people are going to lose.
Bro, did you listen to
Some
what
are
he said?
win. What
If
you
the
want me to
government
do?
took
Save
away,
everybody?
bro,
I'm not
if
that
the
person.
government took away acres of your land, you just go roll up on another person and be like, okay, give me some other solutions?
Did the government
Bro.
take your land?
Bro.
Let me tell you something.
I'll deal with it when they take the land. I'll deal with it accordingly. But I'm not going to walk gloomed and doomed out about something that happened in 1822.
That is the context of the scenario that he gave you.
But it wasn't 1822, it was 1968.
Right,
Okay,
that was
cool.
the
That wasn't so
context.
long
Your
ago.
answer was, it is what it is.
That was 10 years before I was born, man.
Oh, come on, bro. They was redlining in the 80s. There's people like my people got
They was redlining in the 2000s.
But here's the thing though. I get where everyone's talking
Well,
about,
let's
right?
just
I see where Dusto's coming from, and I see where We Ain't Signing is coming from. A black man, I get all that, right? We gotta adjust to the game. You feel me? Yeah, we getting beat up. Yeah, we getting towed down, but we gonna have to work harder. You know what I mean? I got the position I had as an air traffic controller because there was some black people who fought the fight in the 80s that didn't get kicked out. They had to be way better than the average air traffic controller. They came in there and they did what they had to do. They blazed the way for me. They held the door open for me. So when I came in there, I got a fair shot. That's it. They didn't bend the rules, nothing. They gave me the opportunity. I got a fair shot as far as me getting in there. Now I could have went in there like some of my co-workers and blown the opportunity, but I didn't do that. Is it wrong that we got to jump through all these? Yeah, it's wrong. Is the system jacked up? Yeah, the system is jacked up. But I know some black multi-millionaires. I'm talking about they in the hundreds of millions. I've seen people do it. People that I know, people that I done touched, pause. They done, you know what I mean? They done did it. So I know I can do it. I'm looking at
that's a small percentage though, DL.
A very small percentage. Yes, I give you that. But ain't no like you said, we ain't signing shit. Ain't nobody giving you shit. It is what it is. It's a terrible situation on the ground. I'm sorry. This is the fight. You downrange, baby. This is what it looks like.
I want to clarify my point. Let me clarify my point. My point is, I'm not saying you cannot get it, and I'm not saying is where you start in life is where you finish. But what I am saying is that you can't go around talking about pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You need fucking help, and sometimes you need help from other people, other races, other than yourself, right?
Agreed.
Like the accomplishments that people have, successful people have, very few. Let me say that very few would say, "Oh, I did it all by myself." Some of it was preparation, some of it was myself, some of it was luck, and a lot of it was help and network.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, let me add to this. Let me add to this.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Willamani said the owner of BET was forced to sell his company for the simple fact, one, they want the law put in place that every media company gets funding from the government. What do I do about that? Not just only BET suffer from this, Ebony Magazine suffer from the SM Magazine, whereby they refuse not to get them funded. And their documentation show what they were doing. So when you take put yourself from the bootstrap, and it will be a level playing ground, and yet because of who you are, they pull the work under you on purpose and they put yourself from the bootstrap, then there's a problem. There's a reason why people who have seen it for so many years make sure outside these land, they get the work end of it. And it never been stopped because of that.
But brother, I mean,
That's the problem.
But here's the thing, bro. Like honestly, if it were really bad in America, we would shut the gates down when nobody be able to come up in this mug. You feel me? Like Americans can do that. And there's so many people like you, my brother. You came over here, you're making a better life for yourself, man. I know so many people coming from so many different lands coming. They all coming to America. You know what I mean? So that right there, and a lot of them coming to be successful. I mean, how many people you know that came over from, you know, India or Pakistan or something like that, and people in the hood talking about them, talking all crazy, but they came in there and they started a business, then they started another business, then they started 4 more businesses. They did it within a generation. Within a generation, they came out the same housing project my people been in for 10 generations. You know what I mean? So I get where everybody's saying that's, you know, to scam likely. A lot of people saying, well, it's the government's fault. And it's hard. Yeah, there's pitfalls, and yeah, people gunning for me. Yes, they are. You know what I mean? But you can still do it. It's still out there, but you're going to have to work your hand, period. I had to work my hand and do all sorts of things, but I managed to get through it. You know what I mean? But that doesn't excuse the fact that the system is the way it is. I'm just saying, just sit back.
So DL saying, what's the Olympic swimmer's name that won all the gold medals that smoked weed and he still got to swim?
Phelps. Michael Phelps,
the greatest swimmer ever.
Michael Phelps. Let me tell you something about Michael Phelps. Ocho Cinco said, this was a challenge of his. I'm gonna go back and find the video. We could discuss it on another day.
All right, later in the boy.
But Ocho Cinco did a video and he said, I want to create opportunities for young men who will not ever have an opportunity. And he said, I know about 3 or 4 boys right now that can get in the pool with Michael Phelps and beat his ass.
Bullshit.
He said, however, they would never ever get the opportunity. He said the only way they would get an opportunity if they was on a public forum and they just challenged him in public. He said, but other than them getting the opportunity and getting out of where they are, he said they won't ever have that opportunity.
I don't believe that for 13 cents.
Yeah, that guy's that's like saying I got 5 white boys can beat down LeBron James, bro. I hear what you're saying though. I think there are guys out there who can swim at that level, not that absolute elite level, but they can swim at like a competitive level. They're not going to get that chance because I believe that.
Collegiate level, collegiate
right.
level, yeah.
I believe that.
Hold on. If you're really that fast, they can record on YouTube, get in that pool with a timer. Somebody gonna find them because they college wants to win. Let's be real. Somebody sold some master cap.
Well, the same thing happened with the UFC fighter. What was his name? He just died. Kimbo Slice was in backyards for 6 years?
Yeah.
Right? He got video for 6 years straight, and he said, I can knock out your UFC champ, got in the ring with the UFC champ at the backyard and knock that motherfucker the fuck out. So it is possible for you to be more skilled than a professional. He got in the ring with that champ and knocked his ass out.
Oh, you're talking about the greatest swimmer to ever live.
But I'm just saying it is
in general, put Mike off to the side, but at that
I'm talking about
level.
the extreme. I'm talking about an extreme level of cap victimhood. Somebody telling me I can beat Michael Phelps, but I can't get a chance because I'm black. No, we're not doing it. Just no.
Exactly. No. He didn't say it because he was black. He didn't say it because of color.
Finances and resources, because swimming is expensive. Because I swam.
I swam about the finances and the resources.
So
not the race or anything.
Yeah, because in high school it's expensive. You need private teams and all that, and because I swam at the junior Olympic level, it is expensive.
It takes resources. A lot of money for that. But I wanted to ask a question to Mandrell because we did get a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah, Mandrell, I was about to say I don't know how
Godfather.
We got on this.
Mandrell, the Godfather, right? We're talking about the Godfather. Michael Corleone, Sonny Corleone, and Freddie Corleone. Who's what? Who's what? Yeah, Corleone. My bad, New York. The brothers. Who's what? Who's Alpha? Who's Sigma? Who's Beta?
I would say that the Godfather.
He was an Alpha.
He was an Alpha.
Yes.
Michael was a Sigma.
Yep, sure was.
Sonny was an Alpha.
No, I don't think Sonny was no Alpha.
Yeah, he was. Sonny
was definitely the Alpha. Remember, those were the 3 choices: was Sonny, Michael, and their brother Fredo.
Okay.
Fredo was a beta.
There you go. And then
Fredo,
you go.
Fredo was he was a beta for sure.
Fredo
he was always and he was very nice. He was looking for he was looking to be acknowledged by people around him. You know what I'm saying? He's always looking for validation from outside sources, and it cost him. You know what I'm saying? As you see, it cost him in the film. Looking for validation from outside sources caused him to lose his strongest attribute, which was his loyalty. He betrayed the family, and he paid the ultimate price. That's ugly, but
that's what it boils down to when people.
That's what it boils down to. Yeah,
all this other stuff, all the gammas and not. Well, I don't get that. None of that. No, never mind, man. Either you're a leader or you're not. That's how I look at it, bro. Either you're a leader or not. And if you want to get into leadership styles, we could talk about that. But either you are a leader or you are not.
Yeah, and it's like we said. I mean, Sigmas, they lead because they have to, or when they see when they see something that needs to be done, they're gonna go ahead and take care of that. They don't care what they have to do. They don't care if They don't care if like a scam needs to be in charge of this. Fine, whatever, man. Let's get it done. That's a Sigma, you know. But if they walk into a situation where everything's running fine, everything's smooth sailing, well, then why would I need to interject anything here? It's fine. Let's just maintain what we got. That's getting the job done. You know what I'm saying? The job's getting done. So I mean, why change? If it ain't broke, don't
Mr.
fix
Sigma himself is in the chat. Shout out to the world class brother Noble's in here.
Yeah, well, Noble is a Sigma's Sigma, a Sigma through and through. That's a Sigma male, man. Perfect example, people. You want to see a Sigma male? Look no further than the world class. That's a Sigma male. Again, like I said, alphas don't buck up at Sigmas. They only compete with them when they have to. Fake alphas. Fake alphas, they run. Fake alphas, they run from Sigmas.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, they run from Sigmas, man. I mean, you should see how many people look at Noble. You see when he goes to panels, look how many people just get right off as soon as he shows up. As soon as he shows up, they're out of there. So-called alpha males, they don't, or either that or they shut up. DL, they're quiet.
They don't say a peep,
They don't say a word.
So Mandrell, what are you?
Shamaria. I let my sister do it. I didn't rate myself or anything. I didn't put myself in any category. I'll let Shushu tell you.
Mandrell,
what do you think I am?
Shushu, what is Mandrell?
I say he was a mix between Gamma and Sigma.
You can't mix them. You can only pick one. Which one is it?
I say Sigma.
Are you saying
you put the heat on me, Sigma?
Shushu, are you saying Mandrell is trans? That's what you're saying?
It's stop, dude. Don't go there. No.
What the hell?
Is it? You need to quit.
All right.
Why?
For real?
Why?
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Shushu, if you had to pick one, which one would you pick? Which would be the strong?
Apologies.
No problem, man. No apology needed. It's just
he's been going through a lot lately.
Yeah.
Shushu, you only pick one now. Which one is it?
If you had to pick one between gamma male and Sigma male to describe me,
just put that. Say beta. Put him out of his misery.
Nah. He's not beta. He's not that. I would give him Sigma.
All right, what would you give Scam Likely?
Let me hurry up and jump off this goddamn screen. We about to get ugly.
No. I don't know. I guess I would give Scam Sigma.
Okay, we ain't signing.
We love trolling. Beta. Let me quit out.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is clear.
It's fine. I'm God level.
So I told you, look at him in the chat.
I would say alpha, and the reason why I would say that is because he has his own business, number one, and then like he has that like real business minded, and you definitely have to have a certain personality for that.
And when he comes in, his presence is known, even when he's just sitting there quiet.
Okay.
Right.
So what about what about DL saying?
Psychopath.
Absolutely.
Your friendly neighborhood.
Heathen. Right. Heathen, right? I'll give him Sigma. I see that.
Corey Haga.
Corey.
I'm the wrong color for all this. What's going on?
Hold on. Hold on, pause.
Why?
I have a question. Sigma is intelligence, right?
Yeah, and he's the most dangerous.
So let me get this straight. Scam Likely and Mandrell didn't go to Ivy League schools, but they're more intelligent than me. Thank you, Shushu.
Oh,
Thank you.
damn.
I should tell you something. Humble yourself down, partner.
Wow.
Humble yourself down, partner. Now, back to the Corey Hagan.
Alphas are smart.
Yeah, alphas are smart.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I was just having fun, Shushu. Sorry for breaking the mood there.
So what
No problem.
Will you give him Shushu?
For Corey,
For your brother Hagar.
Corey Hager.
I do have a mugshot.
This is gonna sound bad.
Beta.
I would give Corey Beta, but not in a negative way. That's because you have like just a lot of like very like more kind, softer, like.
Oh, he's a poet.
You need to read my book.
And because you do poetry and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
girl, you need to read my book. You have no idea.
I heard he came out with a brand new poem. It goes like this: "Bitch, make me a sandwich." Now is he alpha?
I'm too white to talk like that. Come on.
Horrible.
Wow.
Okay, what about
Snowbank.
Here's the thing, black men. I'll tell you this. Here's one thing with Black Men Unfiltered. I'll give Black Men Unfiltered an alpha. I would. I'll put him squarely in the alpha category. He ain't beta. You're definitely not a gamma. Okay. Omega, no, you're not a nerd. Delta, no, because you're not lazy. Sorry, and blame the world for your problems. Sigma, you're nowhere near subtle enough, man. You're not calculated. If you get set off, it's on, and that's all there is to it. Like
God
that's
damn,
it.
Man, Drew.
If you get set off, it's on, and that's all there is to it. But you do you do have a commanding presence. People will follow you if you got something to say. So yeah, I put you in alpha.
I mean, if you're a leader of men, you are alpha, right? Now, again, like period. Sigma's lead.
Oh, Black David, your ass ain't at the party. We get you next.
Yeah, and but I wanted to ask this real quick, Shushu. I want to ask you. We got beat on you because you're the only woman here on the panel or in the chat too, ladies. Should every man be an alpha in his home? And I'm talking about if you're in a relationship, if you're married or whatever. Should every man be an alpha, or should he submit to his wife or girlfriend and be a beta?
He can be a sigma.
That's a leader. Alpha, sigma, whatever. Leader. Should a man lead his home or should he follow?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question because in public in the workplace, you got to have a different mindset than when you go home.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's easier to rule a nation than it is to rule your own home. Even Julius Caesar said that. There's a love factor that's got to enter into that. It's not.
It is.
I wrote some notes. You remember that last show you guys had where you were talking about submission? Okay, you want to hear some notes? I'm probably derailing this whole damn thing.
Well, but before you get into that, I want to hear what Shushu has to say. Like, should a man lead his home? Shushu.
Come on.
Oh my God.
I'm probably gonna sound like a feminist when I said every man just doesn't have it in him to lead.
But that's not the question.
That's not me. Like, you know,
let me help you out.
Everybody doesn't have it in them. For those who have it in them, yeah. But I don't think they should be alpha. They should be more sigma because you do have to have a level of you do have to be calculated about the choices that you make. You don't everything in rah, do what I say, you do
That's
have
not
to
leadership
have
anyway.
exactly. You do have to have a certain level of intelligence, emotional intelligence. Also, like like financial intelligence, all of that. Like to run your household, you have to have a level of being able to be empathetic and a certain level of awareness too. Being able to be attentive to the needs of your wife. Being able to recognize like changes personality, the different personalities in your kids, because you got to understand when you have children, they're people and they have their own personalities. You have to, you know what I mean? You can't rule everything like with just one way. I mean, you have to be knowledgeable and aware of all of that.
Can I ask you a qualifying question? So, or a clarifying question. Should a qualified black man like Obama rule over you in your marriage?
Who said he was qualified?
I'm saying whoever I said she can pick whoever she thinks is qualified, right?
Gotcha.
Should a qualified man, whoever you deem that to be, whoever, I don't care, right? Should he be the alpha in your relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't believe it, but okay.
You think I'm gonna run over my man? That's what you think?
I ain't gonna lie to you. If Shushu found the man that she wants, the man that she loves, honors, and respects, bro, it's not gonna be a problem, bro.
No, she said yes, so she said yes. Okay, that's all. I just
I don't think it's gonna be a problem. It's just we have so many males out here. Like it's hard to find leaders, right? Like we said, whatever you are, Alpha Sigma leaders are hard to find and getting harder to find in today's world, especially when you don't even know what you are. My daughter told me she was a piece of cheese. They got her mind mixed. Her 14-year-old mind is so mixed up right now. You a boy, you're a girl. Why I gotta be a boy or a girl, Papa? Can I just be a piece of cheese? Like, yeah, you can be a piece of cheese, but you a girl piece of cheese.
Wait, stop.
Wait, whoa. The cheese got a female part?
I had to give it one. Yes, you can be a piece of cheese, but you a girl piece of cheese.
Well,
and that's how you were born. Because they in their mind, the school, the system, all this has gotten into their mind. That's leadership. I'm not gonna let some other entity cloud my daughter's judgment. She's a kid. She's going through a lot. So as her father, as her leader, I'm going to tell her, yes, but this is how it is. You were born with girl parts. It is what it is. Deal with it, honey. You can go date whoever you want to date. You can do what you want to do. You can be the traffic light. You can be a piece of cheese. But you are a girl piece of cheese.
Can I be a piece of cheese?
That's what she wanted. She said that.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna move on to final thoughts, people. This has been a lovely conversation. Shushu, thank you for joining me tonight.
And we gotta hear brother Corey's notes at some point. I do want to hear those. I know he got some notes.
No, whoa. Hell no. What is Black David, Shushu?
Uh-oh. Almost.
Yeah, you did skip him.
Oh, yeah, I did skip him, huh?
Beta!
No.
Well, he was napping. He was napping.
No.
I thought he was just winking at us.
No. Now, what is Black David?
Number one.
I wouldn't call him a beta. He's really smart. I would give him Omega. I ain't gonna lie, because he's more of a nerd. I mean, but in a good way though. Like you're very, very smart. You're very intellectual. What are other traits of
that old Black David feels? Look at Black David's face. He want to smile so hard. Look at him. Watch this.
I know.
So I'm an Omega who beat up a couple of people when I lost my cool. Okay.
Black David.
No. Hey, hold up. Queen Smiler was late to the party. Play it for her.
Okay.
Ooh. Hopefully she's still watching.
You know what?
Yeah, play it for her.
Don't forget,
I'm
in Brooklyn.
I can see Black David being Sigma though, because I have no doubt that like you definitely run your household. Sigmas are associated with being like intelligent, and you're definitely smart, especially like
yeah, he's a smart dude for real. Yeah.
And he doesn't have this like like aggressive. It doesn't come. That's not what you lead with, an aggressive personality. But you would say like it's
only
there.
when it's needed. Only when
Right.
it's needed.
We know.
It's there.
I didn't give people warning because.
Okay, Black David, you want to hear her answer? Or do you want to talk over it?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I can tell.
I'm trying to end the show.
Like,
it's 11
yeah.
o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah. But I would. Long story short, I would give him the signal.
Mandrell, can I ask one question? One quick question.
Go
Just
ahead.
one quick question. So, Shushu, are you telling me everybody on this panel is a Sigma except for me? Is that my takeaway for today?
So what now?
Is that my takeaway for today?
What's your takeaway?
Everybody on this motherfucker is a Sigma except for me. Is that my takeaway?
Probably, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the thing, Queen Smiley.
No.
Look.
You know why we ain't signing? You can be a Sigma too. Because like alphas and sigmas, they have similar qualities. But like
we good. It's all good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Black man, you set
let
this
me
one
get
up.
this
Black man,
submission
you
thing
set
out.
this one up. You're a genius.
Okay, listen. Thank you. If you guys missed the show, you missed a good one. And like I said, I asked my sister to put me in the category because she knows me best, you know. And I told her to be honest about it. It was her idea that I start being more honest and just showing more of myself on these panels. We'll see how this works out. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll see. It was your idea. Just because it's not mine, don't mean it's not a good idea. We'll see, man.
Right.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Join us next week for another one. Good night.
Good night.
Before we leave, we have two requests. One is for Black David. It's Jesus. Wake up, Black David. Black David.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
Yes. To add, wait, hold on. Hold on. To answer Queen Smiley's question in the chat, is there a personality test? Yes, it's called the Myers-Briggs test.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Myers-Briggs test. You can take that test and see the answer.
Yes.
All right, and also before Mandrell leaves, he would like to have his theme song played.
My name is Rosa. They say I'm supposed to sit in the back, but I'm tired here, so I'm finna sit right closer. Come get me up then. It's gonna take about 3, 4, 5 men. And I ain't finna repeat myself again. Fight me. My name is Eve. I didn't believe. I trusted Satan, ate that apple, he deceived. And yeah, I'm naked. I thought I was awakened. I'm the first to do it. Y'all my daughters, we related. Trick on Big Harry. Don't call me slave hoe. From the underground, railroad, bust down mouth of dope. When I say run, you better go. In the dark, that Glocky glow.
That is wrong.
Oh my God.
That is so wrong. Oh my God.
Hey, look, if I was trying to lead them to
That's Scam's favorite part right there. She said, "My name is Harriet. Don't call
The
me."
hell?
The hell?
bro, look, if I was trying to lead them to freedom, I'd have took them back to the plantation. Like, no, we ain't having this shit. Y'all go back
I don't think we ain't signing her the hell.
We got a super chat.
My name is Rosa. They say I'm supposed to sit in the back, but I'm tired here, so I'm finna sit right closer. Come get me up then. It's gonna take about 3, 4, 5 men. And I ain't finna repeat myself again. Fight me. My name is Eve. I didn't believe. I trusted Satan, ate that apple, he deceived. And yeah, I'm naked. I thought I was awakened. I'm the first to do it. Y'all my daughters, we related. Trick on Big Harry. Don't call me slave hoe. From the underground, railroad, bust down mouth of dope. When I say run, you better go. In the dark, that Glocky glow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
to come in like Busta Rhymes, bro. Did she try to come in hard?
Dr. Nakumbe said, "Take it down." He said again, "Slay it, ho."
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, I apologize for the buffoonery that we are witnessing tonight.
It was a great show until we got to the end.
It was a great show until we got to that part. I did Black Date. Listen, the Black David sleep. Let that be the outro. Can you do that? You owe me. You owe me. You
Oh, hold
owe
on,
me.
we're not
He
doing
looks like he's in
that's the
pain.
final thought.
The Black
Really?
Dave is sleeping. You got to make that the outro tonight.
Really?
Okay, you
Yes,
ready to
really.
go?
You drooling out your mouth.
Okay, it's
Y'all
time
forget
to
how.
go.
Hold on.
I
Y'all forget
this,
how.
Black David.
Hold on. Y'all forget how
Good night,
dark
Gracie.
I really am, right?
No, Black David.
You
Before
forget
we
I'm
leave,
dark
guys,
skin. I come late in the night. Know that, right?
Before we leave, guys, thank you guys for tuning in tonight, supporting Shushu and Mandrell on Unapologetic. Another great conversation. On tomorrow, we'll have our second show with Dr. Nkumbe and Coach K. Breaking the Cycle will be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. They had a great show last week, so make sure you guys come and support them on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Man, he is dropping some dimes. Him and Coach K are putting those degrees to work. So y'all come and support them tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
All right.
Are we giving final thoughts or no?
No final thoughts tonight, bro. We over.
Yeah, we're way over time. Thanks for coming, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I'm gonna play. You want the outro? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
Really?
for your
Really?
Black David.
Black David, it's Jesus. Wake up, Black David. Black David.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
That man said it's Jesus.
I'm sorry. That is too funny.
Oh Lord, Black David